Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
session calendar. Where do you
Session
go?
calendar on the very top one, college career leader. Perfect. Go for it. You got it. Mr. Woolbeck.
I did. Okay.
So,
Go out. And go back.
Oh, it's really hot in here.
are you hot?
Are you cold?
I'm okay. I got my thing. And if I get worse, I have my vest. See, look at this. I come prepared. Don't you love it? Yeah, we can open that. Thank you. Thank you, Sister Kathy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is it just me though?
It's getting warm in here. I was thinking
Oh.
about opening the window a crack.
Oh, good.
Do the one up there.
Wow, you guys are just really good too. It's a town. So we have audience awareness level. Okay.
Where do I need to be?
So I opened the first toggle and it looks like we have two already.
Session calendar.
Yeah, session calendar on the
It's
very
called
first
Calling
one.
to Career Challenge Meeting, and it's 11/121.
Thank you.
And then, so under the first toggle, audience awareness level, and then it says number 3, we have dollars. We have 9-5 job workers that isn't fulfilling the Great Commission. What does that mean?
So this is the audience awareness levels of like the people, and like which people we want to serve.
Wait, so we're going into this right now?
Oh, I don't know. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Why don't you lead out? I'll follow. I can fill in. I can help out. Whatever you want me to.
I'd much rather you lead out. You don't have to use this. This isn't your outline. You can if you want, but it's not. Just do it however you plan on doing.
What
what's
are we
best for
talking
you.
about in this? What we're gonna be doing in the funnel? Or not the funnel, the challenge?
Yep.
Okay, and this is this challenge that we're coming up. Is that correct?
Yeah, for this Thursday, you're a lot better at doing event meetings than I am. I like to learn from you.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
So, in one paragraph alone, Enoch, just for clarity, because my mind has been in a billion different places,
Right.
just state what our objective is that we want the people to walk away from at this challenge.
What's the objective we want people to walk away from with this challenge?
Is it to commit to the challenge of $10,000 or $9,000?
Oh, for us, or
Yeah.
for them?
For them, what do they want to walk away with?
Oh, well, I want them to see that they can turn their calling into a career
Let me write this down. Sorry.
and have some practical steps that they can do so. And by actually helping them in the challenge, I'd like to inspire them to desire for the challenge to be so good that they don't want it to end, so they join us with the 5K coaching program.
Okay, so the whole point is to give them information that they need, but on the same token, to know that we're so valuable that they need our program, our coaching program. And they'll have somebody to mentor them through it as to hold their hand through the
Yeah.
process, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that's what we want, that's objective. Okay, Tina, you got that. And where are you typing that at, Tina, so I can follow along?
The objective in the first toggle.
Okay, I must have to refresh mine. I don't see anybody typing, so let me refresh mine.
Well, did you open the toggle?
The toggle.
Yeah, I have it open.
The one that says objective of the
Oh,
challenge?
yeah. No, I have the other one. Well, which one did I open? Where's it?
You open the audience awareness probably?
If it's not there no more, that toggle's gone.
It's way at the top.
Yeah.
No, I don't see it. I only have one toggle. There. Two.
Object of the challenge.
Okay, yeah, there's another one. Okay.
You got it, Diana?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Good.
Okay, so that is our objective. Okay, so my next question is, what is the outcome that we're looking for today? Which part of the challenge? I mean, which part of the event are we wanting to focus toward?
Well,
The
How about like see
scheduling?
who does what?
Is that what we're looking for? Who does what?
Just
Yeah,
work on
just
Wednesday.
work on
That's
Work
perfect.
Thursday.
We definitely need that. Okay, who does what? Thank you. Put that on there for us, Tina.
also, where we're at right now is this month we've been focusing on Armin's challenge that he issued to us.
Mm-hmm.
and so we procrastinated on purpose the challenge so we could focus on that for 30 days. Now we have not done a whole lot towards this challenge up until now, so we basically got to see what do we need to do to get going through this challenge, and by next challenge, December, we are going to be running ads. Mom's going to be working on ads to bring people there, so I expect there will be significantly more. But we're learning for December.
Yes.
And so we need to figure out what's the 20% of things that we could do today that will bring 80% of the results for the challenge, and work with the people who will be coming.
Nice. Okay.
And the big portion for this meeting is who does what by when.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so here we go. Thank you, Father. The fun part. Okay.
Glad you
Awesome.
think it's fun.
Yeah,
This
really.
is cool. I'm excited. Okay, so my first thing is, because I don't have it in front of me, I just need it. I mean, I could dig and find it, but the date is, what date is our event start?
November the 4th,
Which is 2 days from now. 3 days.
2 days, yeah, 3 days. No, this Thursday, November the 4th.
Time?
It starts at 10 a.m.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I have it written somewhere else, but I have to have it exactly when I'm working. Okay, so this is exciting. So here we go. First of all, who's managing our we're trying to reach out through Facebook, and sorry guys, just be patient with me. So
You got
we're
this.
doing all of the platforms, right? We're advertising on all the platforms, right?
I don't think we advertise on a single platform,
No.
except for Messenger yesterday at 4.
Okay. Because we didn't have anything to get out there, right? We didn't have the page finished that we wanted to have posted. Is that correct?
We didn't have any graphics from Rebecca. Did not get communicated what graphics would be required to share the challenge. So she didn't create them. We didn't have those graphics to post on the different places.
And so now we have that one page, right? That she's done the graphics for?
No, she doesn't. She hasn't made any
Done?
graphics.
So we don't even have a page to advertise with.
Well, go to callingtocareerchallenge.com. That way you could see at least what we have. I typed it towards the top underneath the toggles.
Oh, did you? Okay, a link? Is that what you did?
Yeah, the link.
That's probably good that you did that, because I'm already...
Okay, I have 3 toggles of like things that need to be done before the challenge, during the challenge, and after the challenge. So if we could like prioritize them, like in that,
Before,
in there,
middle, and
that
after?
would be very nice.
Okay, so it's just in here. So this is it.
2 days.
You click the link.
Yes.
Right on.
Okay, so then what has to happen, this has to be blitzed at this point in
Yeah,
order to go forward.
there's a blitz.
And do we have the resources to blitz? Because it would be a copy and paste for this link, and to send out a message to a master copy to. We should have one master copy
Of what?
of just a basic, hey friend, whatever we want to do. Plus, we need to also send this link and ask them to get back with us when they have viewed this link. And we all should be having a list of people that, we all need to have a list of people that we send this to.
Yeah, we're gonna do that every day at 4 p.m.
Okay, we don't need to do it before time? No?
What do you mean by before time?
Like right now, like this today, like get this link out to more and more people?
Yeah, that's what we're doing
it
today.
every day at 4.
Every day.
Oh, you're doing it every day at 4. I thought you said only you're doing it today at 4 only.
Every
Okay,
day.
every
Started
day.
yesterday at
Started
4.
yesterday. So
We're
you're
gonna work on it
blitzing.
again.
So you guys are blitzing?
Yes, and we got our
Look
who
at
do you know
behind you.
list.
This is what people have committed to.
Okay, okay. So the advertisement, that is the blitzing that needed to be done. Okay, so it sounds to me like you guys have everything done that needs to get done for the event. Just now, we just need the schedule of how the event goes.
No, we don't have everything down. We don't have the curriculum or the schedule, and like what we said, the networking event isn't scheduled yet. And the funnel has some spelling mistakes that we need Conference help to fix.
Okay. Tina, are you taking notes on what you just said?
And it would be good to update the copy in the sales page to be more descriptive. I think we've learned this last month more about copywriting and structures and templates that we could improve the copy on our opt-in page.
Oh, that's good. That's the whole purpose of the challenge for us, is to learn more
Improve.
skills so we can do it quicker and faster.
Yeah.
So this is good. This is good. So you guys are all making progress. You're doing a great job, because that is the purpose of this challenge. Believe it or not, in-house people, that is the purpose of this challenge. It's not the challenge itself, it's the skills that we're learning through this, and to automate it and to set up systems that are more functional and faster and quicker. So that is the whole purpose. So you guys are doing a great job.
Absolutely.
So this is a good thing.
So Kathy, our Sister Kathy, you're gonna figure out like what day we're gonna do the, what's it called?
Networking event.
Networking, I
Okay,
said
networking.
Sunday at 12:15 to 1:15.
Oh, okay. So you're right there. Sunday, 12:15?
Yeah, 12:15, because the other is from 10 to 12. So we're gonna have a 15-minute break,
To
right? Or can we not have a 15-minute break? What do we do before it?
Don't you have the calendar?
5 minutes left.
That's what I would have to do to find out what we did.
Okay,
We got 2 days and 23 hours
I have that.
and 15 minutes and 12 seconds till the challenge.
Okay. 15 seconds, y'all.
No, 15 minutes, 5 seconds.
Okay, so we have the day of the event. Okay, so let's prepare for the day of the event. Okay, so let's hash out what all needs to be done for the day of event. What does that look like? Does anybody have ideas in their head what that looks like, kind of what they see that needs to be done? So make sure that our people are on here. We have Kamran doing the what do you call it, right? What do you call it?
VMix?
VMix, right? Okay, so
That's during the challenge.
that's during the challenge, but before then, we have to have up and running.
Kathy
before then.
usually sets up the set.
Okay, so yeah, so we needed everything to be set up exactly like our
Livecast.
live cast.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
One thing, the way that we currently have our challenge structured, we are following Pedro Adeo's model, and he does a free challenge to, what's it called? Free challenge to, like, I think it's like a $1,000 to $3,000 course. And as we joined Myron's program, we're going through his training, and part of his training is teaching us how to do challenges. So he's showing that we should do challenges different with his different like sales experience,
Yes.
and also doing like premium offers. So he has a different challenge model for like the schedule. He has like a pre-frame in the beginning, and he has like a repitch at the end, and then when he presents the offer, like what we did last week is last challenge is the last day, which wasn't ideal, but last day we basically added a webinar to the Talent of Time, and what Myron does is he says that you have to apply to join the challenge, to show that to join the program, to see if we're going to accept you into our program. And with that application, he encourages to have a separate breakout room for those who apply. Send them an email, let them know when it is, so they can see the offer live.
Second email for what? Live? What?
I don't know what you mean by second email.
You said that during the thing that when he's pre-qualifying them, basically, he offers them a second email to join live.
So what I said is They have to fill out an application to show that they're interested, and only those who fill out the application have a separate, maybe you heard second, but it's separate
Okay.
meeting, like Zoom, separate breakout room, and only those people who are in the breakout room, they are the ones who see the offer and have the opportunity to buy.
Okay.
Is that the only thing that would be different from, what's the guy's name that you were talking about?
Pedro Deo.
Deo.
Alright. I think that's a core thing that's different. Another thing that was different was Myron does his Q&A in the beginning and then his training at the end.
Yes.
And Pedro did the training in the beginning and his Q&A at the end. What are the pros and cons of that? I don't understand what the difference or like what the benefits would be,
There is a big benefit.
or which one is better.
I personally like the golden one because when you ask the Q&A before, people get more engaged. The more you have your people engaged personally, they're more likely to follow through to get there to find out what day you're going to answer that question.
That's good. How do we know that they're going to ask their questions before? Because I found that it's been somewhat difficult to have people to ask their questions.
Well, I've noticed that Myron, he's, I don't think he's saying, okay, everybody, well, he does say everybody asks their questions. That's true.
Just raise your hand and we'll get to you one question per challenge.
Question at a time. I think people are like more, people know who Myron is,
Yeah.
and so they're more eager to have questions and for him to answer it because they know that, okay, when my question, anything that I need help with, he's going to answer me. He's the guy to answer me. So it's like they already know that he's able to, pretty much answer their questions.
Sister Kathy has a question.
My thought on it is time and place must be considered here. In the beginning, we don't have 10 or 20 people sitting there to ask questions. And so then it's going to be like silence, not having the questions. It's going to be more.
I think if it's pre-recorded is our best bet and have it on the screen of what person asking it so it looks like it's live but it's not live. So the questions are pre-recorded because there's going to be people that are going to be coming that are from the business that want these questions. The people that we know have signed up, it would be best for us to record them and say why they're here and what answers but they've not been through the course, so they don't have any. They just have regular just questions. But there's not going to be like how I've noticed every time I see these events, it's always like, oh, when I went through this, and I've been learning this through such and such, through that this has helped me with my business in this area, and this area, and this area. And boy, he's just, and they all they're doing is reconfirming of why you need this program. They're reinstating the whole purpose of that is it's a sells up, upsell. That's all it is. All these testimonies that he brings all these people in, it's all about upsells. That's all it really is. And then he lets them speak for a few minutes on their own personal platform about, their strengths and, so they're creating a community. So what the whole purpose is to create a community.
You're saying for the group coaching in the beginning? Or the question and answer?
I'm trying to say.
Or you're saying
I don't know
when they share the testimonials?
That's a good
See,
question.
they're sharing their testimonies. They have the Q&A. Then they have a 5-10 minute break and they're sharing their testimonies and what stood out to them during that time.
Okay.
And then they go into the session.
Gotcha.
Oh, you're right. There's 3 sections there.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, not too far from now, we could probably do that format, but I don't think that format would fit our style right now for this challenge coming up.
You're saying to do the questions first and then the training afterwards.
I'm saying I don't think that would work best for right now, is to do the questions first and the training afterwards. I think we should do the training first and then have the questions and answers.
I agree with that. Because
at this time where we're at.
Yeah, I
I
think so
agree
too.
just because this challenge, like everybody said, everybody's been working on the other challenge, so this one needs to be one that we pretty much just repeat of what we did last time, really. Is that what you guys are seeing as well? Because of the crunch that we're in, the 4 day.
I'm inviting different people,
I
but
think
My
it
main
depends on what you sell.
I think my main consideration was the questions. Like, how do we know the questions will be there? What did you say, Denzel?
I think it depends on how we market the challenge. I
What-
think that's one thing.
What do you mean by that?
Like, all right, so understanding, like, so basically, so the Facebook group, right, that we created,
Yeah.
these are going to be the people that are going to be a part of the challenge.
As long as we can invite them to the challenge.
As long as we
The
like,
Facebook group we created this week, or this last month,
yeah,
October. Yeah.
because I could see them transitioning from because they came in.
We would need to invite and invite every one of them.
personal invitation.
Personally invite them. And post. We have to post in that group to get them there. It's a separate group that the challenge is going to be under.
Yeah, I can try and create like write a post for that.
You can fail to write a post for that?
Because isn't that
Can we create an event for it?
Yeah, by all means. You could, whatever you want to do to market it, I think it's great.
because isn't the purpose one of the purposes of the
wanna
challenge
do
is
that,
to
Shanicia?
upsell, right? At the end.
Yes, but hold on. Shanicia, if you're going to create an event, make sure that you're sending people to the funnel link. Everything has to go to the funnel link.
Okay. Because they have options to put that.
Yeah. The purpose of the challenge is to sell. It's a selling mechanism, yes.
To upsell at the end, right?
Yeah.
The last couple of days.
And so, that's one of the phases. That's the whole purpose, one of the purposes in which we have the Facebook group too,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And so we're supposed to be kind of nurturing them, setting that atmosphere and that environment to say, look, whatever your situation is, we can help you. Now, if we market and we sell and we create the atmosphere that, hey, within this challenges coming up,
Mm-hmm.
we're able to serve you. Like, how can we serve you? And maybe people will have questions before. I think it's just about how we set the atmosphere for.
Oh, you're
for
saying in the
challenge.
evangelistic entrepreneurs community?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Especially as we create a community around evangelistic entrepreneurship, I think you're right. People will have more and more questions.
They are gonna have a lot of questions.
And to answer your question, Diana, the only thing that's a difference between Myron's model and Pedro's model, you were asking if the only thing was, I think, like whether we do coaching first and then training after, or do training first and then coaching after. And no, there's some major differences. Like Pedro does a free challenge, Myron does a $97 general admission. I think it's $197 for VIP. And the 197 are the only people who get to ask questions in that training.
Which is wise, because they're more invested, and invested people, they will invest financially to get there, as long as they get their questions answered, then
You're right. And what it also does, having a 97 at least, is it allows Mom to work with Alex, who's going to help us to run YouTube ads
Can't
to
wait.
really reach the people who are going to be attending. Alex is going to charge, I think, $20 per person, but if we have a $97 budget, we can spend up to $97 to bring one person to the challenge, and which we may or may not spend all that, but the point is that like whoever can spend the most to acquire a customer wins. So it's like we have that range, so $20 into ads, and then we could just, or let's say we spent $50 in ads and they brought in 100, that means we could, for every dollar we put in, we bring $2. So we could put unlimited amounts into YouTube ads and bring unlimited amounts of people to the challenge that we can serve and we can help and we can bless.
oh, that'd be good.
And as many as we can handle.
But we can't do that with a free challenge. Or it's harder to do that with a free challenge. With upsells we could, but
Yeah.
But don't you think this is the last free challenge that we're doing?
yes.
That's why in December we'll have we will have to charge for it, and then things will be different.
Correct. Yes,
So-
absolutely.
I was wondering though that when somebody says, hey, go to this challenge, and then you pay them, and then there's an upsell, and somebody needs to coach them to that upsell, how do you pay them?
I don't understand what you mean
I
that
know.
someone has to pay, someone coaches someone to an upside. What do you mean by that?
Like what they're doing, like what he did to get paid. He talks somebody into going to the high ticket.
No, you don't.
But that's
You don't
not
coach
it.
someone. The high ticket is the only thing that you're closing. That's the setting. That's a phone call. That's an application funnel. A phone funnel is for a higher price premium offers. The low price, like challenge ticket, you don't coach anyone through that.
Yeah, I know, but with the challenge ticket, you're getting affiliates to send people,
So the
right?
affiliate link is connected. So any purchase they do through that funnel is associated with that affiliate link, that affiliate account.
But what I'm asking, let's say that somebody comes along through an affiliate, let's say John over here sends them over, and then Denzel, he coaches that person to, or not coach, but on the phone call, he gets him to do the coaching, then how does Denzel
The premium offer,
um,
because
Yeah.
if you're
Right.
using coaching to describe an
the
upsell and a premium
the
offer,
premium offer
Okay.
is coaching with
there's
you,
no
right?
affiliate commissions on the premium offer.
So when somebody's talking on the phone and
That they're getting commissions
they-
for the premium offer.
wait a minute, I'm confused.
What,
So the person who brings in the affiliate,
they only get commissions on the ticket, the event ticket.
okay, I got you.
50% of the event ticket.
Okay, I got you. I thought you said anything linked to it. So if they
That
Take
is
the
that is what's
upsell.
linked to it.
Huh?
The premium offer is not linked to the challenge funnel.
oh, it's not.
Just because it's sold at the end of the challenge, it's actually a different funnel. It's a phone funnel.
Oh, okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Does that make sense to others too? That makes sense to you? So that's okay. That's okay, Diana.
It's difficult.
I know there's a lot of terminology.
Yeah, but we're taking what we're doing is we're doing the challenge, and the only thing that we're selling in the challenge is the premium offer, right?
Not quite, because we're selling the general ticket and the VIP ticket.
Yeah, but all that money will go to the affiliate, right?
No, not all the
Oh.
money. 50% of it.
Well, that's what I mean.
Oh.
When the money is dished out.
And then you're saying the final offer of the challenge is the premium coaching offer.
Yes.
Yes.
So then all we're really looking at is two payments
Yeah, to the affiliates and to whoever.
to whoever
Oh, yeah.
calls, makes the call.
Yeah, but with Myron's method, it doesn't involve calling people for the challenge.
Well, he talks to people for a half an hour, he says. They pay to talk to him.
That was in 2015. He doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
Oh. That's
See,
good.
different seasons, different things
Yeah.
you do.
Myron has his brother Rob. He'll do the setting and closing for his 55K offer.
Oh,
With
That's
King
nice.
Solomon's Circle or something.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question.
All right.
Well, not a question.
What?
That's a statement. When I was saying I'm gonna create an event, I meant in the evangelistic community.
I know you did.
Oh, because
Why are you telling me that?
specified when he was talking about whatever he was talking about. He specified that group, so I just wanted to make sure that that's what I was
Specified what group?
talking. The evangelistic
Oh.
entrepreneurs community. And she's
Yeah.
like, oh, that's what you're talking about. But I said that because he said something about a group. That's what made me think of creating the event.
I'm not sure why I said is. Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
But the group has to send people to the funnel,
Yeah.
and the evangelistic entrepreneurs community is not where the challenge is going to be.
Yeah.
And I know you know that, but that's just for other people's sake.
Ooh, you know what's nice too is people like to.
Denzel had a comment too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Denzel.
So I was gonna say, I think I know one reason or one benefit from the difference between asking them having them ask questions before and after, is that when we have them answer questions before, they're able to ask questions of what the issue that they're struggling with in their business, versus after it's like specific
based on the topics that were covered.
Topic that you're covering for that segment.
That's interesting.
You know.
Yeah, I like that. That is interesting.
I see the
Thanks,
difference
Shanice,
right
yeah.
now. I was thinking maybe depending on
That's good.
if anybody's volunteering to ask questions, maybe if it's small or maybe if it's big, depending, we could do both.
And they're not the questions that Myron did, they were not specific to the topic he covered, which I prefer. I like it like that. But if he was going to cover it in a future day, he said, I'm going to go more into that on day 4. You want to stick to that. So I think that's a good point. And another benefit I saw from doing it in front is you do the group coaching and answer all these people's questions, just like totally blowing people's minds. And then he goes to take his nasal break. And then during that 5-minute break, they're like, share your ahas, what really stood out to you. And they hit record and live stream to the Facebook group. So they're hearing all these like testimonials, like this was profound, this was so helpful, this was great in the VIP. So all the people in general, they're like, oh, I'm missing all this in the VIP. I want to be on that side next time or this time, or let me upgrade now. So I think that's another thing.
I think that is a key in my opinion, because I know myself, if I was coming to an event, and for people like me, that are people that are already working, that are entrepreneurs, they would be able to show up for every one of them. So you're like, and there's certain days and you know it's going to be talked about, you're going to like, dude, I'm going to time block.
Right.
Yeah, because you want to get what you can get, you know, and especially if it's tailored to what you're really focusing in and honing on, then you know to like really engage.
Right.
And I for me, I think that's just would make more sense than just more information. Because a lot of times you get like, okay, I don't want to miss anything, but how am I gonna, And that's the whole point of the challenge, is so to keep you on your edge, so you feel like you're scared to walk away because you might miss something. That's the whole purpose of the challenge. That's how they engage people to make them stay, is them not knowing everything. But because he has such a broad resource, Golden does, he knows he's not going to run out of material, and everything he says is like, people are sitting on edge the whole time. So, and they will be with us as well. But he's been doing this for years as well. So there is a little bit of benefit he does have. He has more of a following. He has larger groups of people. He has a lot of his
largely
database
from Clubhouse.
and his resources that he can draw from for information and how he wants to navigate each one of these things. It's a lot larger than ours. We're having to actually find our own substance.
That's true.
That's a huge difference on his events compared
And
to
also,
our events.
I know we talk about the value ladder, and that depending on the level where you at, it's a higher quality problem. And so people of various, you get on the challenge and you see that people, they already have a business and they're making this amount of.
Because he's attracting, his dream who is high level entrepreneurs stuck at making over $20,000 a month. They're stuck in that range and they can't seem to break through 20, 30 or something like that.
So they have these questions related to their problems that they're facing with.
Right. Okay, so
Kathy had her hand up too.
Paris, yes.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, and just trying to put it together. I think for sure this month, this challenge is coming up. We do the challenge first and then the questions afterwards.
The training first? And
Yeah, the training first and the questions afterwards.
Yeah.
Reevaluate in December, but I think our goal should be no later than January, having it where we start with the questions and then move into more his form,
Yes.
the way he.
Why can't we do both?
How's that?
Why can't we try both?
A half an hour or to an hour of questions first?
No.
It's like based on how their feedback, and you just kind of, hey, you guys have any questions? And if it's dry, go straight to the the topic, and then after that, I'm sure people will have questions after the presentation. It's just a suggestion.
In other words, you want to try it before we do our big one.
Because we never know how it's going to be.
Yeah.
The only thing is, then we would have to because we tell people what time we're gonna go live, and they're expecting us at a certain time, right?
That's what
And
came
if
to
it's
my
gonna
mind.
be, if we're gonna like throw it off, like maybe like one time we'll have like half an hour question answer, or other times it's like shorter or longer or whatever, then it'll be like off every single time we go live.
Right. And also it's like what are the quality of people that we're gonna be in our challenge?
That's what you
If they're not gonna be, if they don't have any questions, then that just kinda shows us like the quality of people that are gonna be in our challenge.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily the quality of people as much as the quantity of people. Like for this month, the quantity is less because, you know, what you focus on grows, and we've been focusing on Armin's thing that doesn't involve a challenge. Next one, like all this November, like our main thing, like you were saying, like it was so nice and fun to have that challenge we all worked for. Now our main thing is going to be building towards the December challenge. So our entire monthly mission is like everything is to make that monthly mission, that December challenge the best challenge. So having quantity also helps us with quality too.
Exactly.
So it's like our quality could be less because our quantity is not the best
At this point.
for November.
This season.
Quantity. So it depends on our quantity.
Yeah, I
It
think that's a
does.
big factor. And ads will help us with getting there.
That's why December's going to be.
And I think one of the reasons why we do a challenge all the time is so that we can like find out what those questions are before they come up and answer those before they're asked. And so then there should be like less, well, still questions but less.
Objections, because
Yeah.
the objections are answered in advance.
Yeah. But people will have questions like, well, where should I start or something like that, or like what should I get into, or individual kind of things.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying though. It does make sense.
I'm
I do
thinking
understand
about
what
the
you're saying.
quality. I'm thinking about the quantity. It's
Mhm.
like
You're looking at the big picture, Denzel. You're looking at like, dude, you have something to offer and you know it's valuable.
I
and
know
you're
last
yeah.
challenge we sold one person, which was not even a part of the challenge.
Yeah, Jeremy.
And how many people was it? I don't know.
But, that's why I wanted to talk about the audience awareness. I know why that happens. Oh, we sold one who wasn't part of the challenge.
Why?
Why do you think so?
Because he's a friend of yours? Why?
Nah, he didn't know me and he didn't expect much from me, but he just gave me his word he'd show up, so he came. But no, we were not friends before. If you guys are able to go to the
It's before the challenge, first toggle.
before the challenge first toggle. If you go to before the challenge, there's a toggle that says audience awareness. Wow, there's a lot of notes here. That's kind of cool. Does everyone have the audience awareness open?
No, yeah,
No,
Pastor.
no, no.
Oh,
Okay.
there's audience awareness. Oh, yeah, it is open. Yeah.
You guys got it? It's in their sync block? Or is there anyone who doesn't have it open? Alrighty then, so let me explain what this looks like. First of all, what we've identified is we have identified 7 different kinds of people, different types of audiences or segments of people who would come, and we've organized them by their like when you're dealing with a Dream Who or audience, you have people who are willing to pay and able to pay. So one thing we got big from Armin is who are the people that are able to pay a premium. It's a different, like marketing to the affluent is slightly different. So first of all, the lowest, like financially, like they have the less are poor missionaries who have a poverty is piety, business is bad, wealth is wickedness kind of mindset, and they are going to have the least amount of money, and they will have the most limited beliefs about investing in themselves, in their mind, investing in information, investing in coaching. They have the least amount of likelihood to do that. Then there's also people who are they are full-time working as startup entrepreneurs. They're trying to find something in their business that's working, that will work. They also have like a poor missionary mentality. It's very similar because it's not a missionary. Sometimes they call them starving artists. They have an art that they want to get to the world, but they have limiting beliefs about business and they're struggling, but they don't want to, like Rosalind. Rosalind was kind of like that, where she's like, entrepreneur is the way to go, but she's like, I will not work a 9-to-5 job, but I'm still struggling with my business. So she's full-time startup mode, but doesn't have the funds. So they are going to not be likely to sign up for something like that too. And then the third category, these are people who have some money. These are 9-to-5 job workers. And their problem is that they may feel like, I'm not fulfilling the Great Commission at this job. They want to work for God at a higher level, but they don't really know how to do that. So they have money because they got a 9-to-5. They could afford $95 or they could afford a $1,000 course. Few of them, if they save, they might have the mind, or I think they can come up with a $5,000 payment for sure, definitely in payments. And then the fourth category is side hustlers. These are people who have a 9-to-5, so they're working in their career, but they're working on their calling on the side. They got a side business. They have a dream, but they're early in the process. So these are people that are more aware of turning their calling into a career. They're actively working towards that, but they have the funds from work, and they're already starting. The difference between, and we got to think, it's totally different speaking to an employee mindset than an entrepreneur mindset. An employee, there's a big learning curve to think like an entrepreneur. And an entrepreneur, like a side hustler, like someone who's working 9-to-5 with a side hustle, entrepreneurial mindset. But just a 9-to-5 who's so afraid of their job security, of losing their job security, and I kind of think they want to, dabble in a possible opportunity, they're seeking an opportunity, that they're going to have a lot more challenges and be harder to coach, and they could be not impossible, but there's going to be more challenges. And this is just being aware of the different segments of people.
Right.
So the 5 are professional, or they're professionals, they're maybe corporate employees who want to financially support themselves in Christ's service. These are people like nurses, maybe just agents or something in professional field, that they're like, I want to work for God. I want to turn my calling into a career. They're career workers, but they realize they're climbing the ladder, and they're like, wait, I don't know if I want to get to the top of this. I want to go climb the Jacob's ladder.
Are they showing that these people are actually people that are buying? Because I think of professionals that are in the corporate world, they do not have an entrepreneur mind. A lot of them don't. They are moved by their position in their company, and so they've trained themselves in that area. But as far as starting running their own business, I've known many people that are highly advanced in paperwork and can push a pencil like crazy, but when it comes to actually running their own business, they could never. They are the worst. Because they don't even, their mind is not geared entrepreneurial. They can't function.
I 100% agree with you.
So, but are they more willing to buy the program? Have the studies out there that they are more willing to invest in that, trying to learn how to do it?
Well, what we see is, first of all, when we're talking about these categories, it's not every professional. It's only the professionals who want to turn their calling into a career.
Okay.
Because since 2017, I've been inundated with testimonies of entrepreneurs who were nurses, who were in the professional field, and they built 6- and 7-figure, 8-figure companies, and they put away that, and it is a learning curve. And you're right, I think someone who is a professional corporate employee are sometimes at a greater disadvantage than someone who's just working 9-to-5, because the professionals largely have gone through a lot of the false education, and they've got through college and university, and they just really embed the employee mindset, not an entrepreneur mindset. They're trained to be a cog in the mechanism of society, not to be an entrepreneur who's moving it forward, who's creating the mechanisms. But so their mindset is harder. But there's also a lady in Armin's training who she just had a $300,000 month this month or October, and she just teaches professionals how to start a business, or follow their turn their passion to profits, or whatever. I don't remember what her cover said, but that's who she's reaching. So
in other words, she's training these people that have a career how to turn it into to become entrepreneurs. Really.
Yes.
Because if you're a nurse, you can have your own nursing practice. not necessarily work at the hospital. I'm just using that as an example.
Yes, if that's their passion.
If their passion is really to serve
Yeah.
people, or a teacher,
Or
whatever.
to nurse
Instead
or
of
whatever.
going and checking into the public school, you actually start a school where you actually
Yeah.
are the teacher. or
Exactly.
you have your own.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
So
That's good.
there's a lot of people in Isogenics who have done that from corporate. There's a lot of people in like coaching and courses who have those backgrounds. So yeah, there are a lot out there, but we know that as a rule, there are a lot of people who are so caught up in their career and so focused on promotion, but those aren't our dream who. Those aren't the people we're targeting.
Okay.
And our message determines our audience. So there's 2 cash signs there because they're more able to pay.
They are.
And then the 6 is these are evangelistic business owners who are full-time in their business making under $10,000 a month. Or they are people who are not relying, they've replaced their 9 to 5 and they're doing it their business full-time. They will see the value, they will have more problems or questions to ask, they will enjoy the counsel more. Like I was just talking to a brother from church, Byron, he has a welding business and he's been doing it for 35 years and he's struggling since COVID with a lot of his leads were going forward. I asked him how much he's spending in marketing, he's got none. And his wife was looking for marketing online training, but she got turned off by whoever she listened to wasn't ethical or whatever, so she felt off-putted from that. So you see like this type of mind, they know they have a problem, they know they have a product, they know that marketing can help them, and so like with my call with him, I helped him like tremendously to get clarity on what to focus on and where to go. And he's going to be attending our challenge. I sent him a link and he wrote it down. He seemed very interested in attending. So there's evangelistic business owners like that who are using their business to give Bible studies and reach the community. He's local. And so those people would probably be more likely to purchase a premium offer as well and really engage.
Those I think would be probably our highest because they are already entrepreneur minded.
Yeah.
They already have their business, but now they want help with their business so they can fund the ministries that God's laid on their heart. So be it to build an orphanage or to build whatever they want that they feel like God's laid on their heart. So they're more apt to give to this program than any of them because they're already, that is truly our targeted person really. Somebody that's already entrepreneur minded, somebody that's already has a business that needs help to scale their business, the training to do that so that they can use those funds to do the ministry God's called them to do. And that's what we are. That is our avatar. Is that correct?
Yeah. Absolutely, yes. That's our avatar. Those are the people who would be the most likely. And or if their business is bringing heavenly solutions or earthly problems, and their business would be their ministry, how they're contributing to people, depending on what the service is that they're actually providing, and how they're giving Bible studies. Like Byron is using his business, having Bible studies on his website, and he's sharing with people that are actually responding, and they're coming closer to Christ and having experiences with the Lord and he's coming in contact with people who've never set foot in church. And so he has a lot of opportunity to do that.
Are they paying to come to his Bible study?
They're paying to come to his welding business, and from that they're generating leads for his Bible studies.
Okay.
Yeah, and I met some of the people right after I heard that he had a business. Like that Sabbath, I was walking on the train tracks out in the woods and met this family who was also really influenced by him through his business too. And I was like, whoa, that was really like quick. The Lord just kind of put those pieces together. So his ministry has been effective.
Wow.
Yeah, and then 7 are high-level entrepreneurs that are stuck making under 20,000, or maybe they're over 20,000. These would also have a lot more finances, but our marketing, our messaging, is probably not geared to attract them yet. But as we continue, then we could upgrade and start serving them better, or have offers in our value ladder to serve those people. But I cross them out because that's not likely the people that we're going to be attracting at this time.
This season.
And so now that we see what are the different audience awareness levels of the people within our area, I would submit, Tina, you mentioned that we did the challenge, or maybe it was Denzel, we did the challenge and one person bought who didn't even attend our challenge. That was Denzel. The reason why is because in this challenge, who were we speaking to?
Number 1.
We were speaking to number 1. We were speaking to number 1, and all the messages were overcoming the objections that poverty is piety, wealth is wickedness, that you can turn, that like entrepreneurship is a vehicle for evangelism, which a lot of people didn't believe that coming into this. So their awareness level to their problem and our solution was, they were cold, that was just, it wasn't a good fit. It wasn't a message and market match. And that's why it was harder for us to be able to sell the course. They don't have the funds. And that's why I crossed them off, because for this challenge, we can't target poor missionaries. And all of the stories that I share too, we're speaking of poor missionaries. And that's who we're going to attract. So that's not really the best. Not that they won't come or that they can't be benefited. It's just that when I get clear on who that we're reaching, then our messages are to them, and then other people on the fringes come too. Like the Art of Manliness YouTube channel, it's a YouTube channel teaching like young men how to be men. And that Art of Manliness channel is really powerful, teaching men how to be men. And then you read in the comments, there's a lot of women on there who say, I'm a woman, and this channel is amazing. I can't resist like watching all these things. Are so helpful. And that comment has like 1,000 likes of other women saying like, me too. So that's how a dream who works. Is we have that, we will attract other people, but we got to be clear on who's our dream to work with. So I crossed off the people, the poor missionaries, and the people who are in full-time startup entrepreneurs that just don't have the source of income to do that. So I left 3 to 6 because those are the people that would be most likely to benefit from our challenge at this point.
The problem you run into a 9 to 5 person that's working is for them, they are working for somebody. And unfortunately, people that work for other people, you don't really have, you're on a schedule with them, not on your own schedule. You don't have your own schedule. You work for them. You are their slave. That's the problem you run into with selling to those people, because how can you commit to something when you have to show up for work?
Because a number 3 can become a number 4.
Yep.
Because what?
Exactly right.
A number 3 can become a number 4.
And
we're gonna be
also,
teaching
they
them how to
are
do it.
already not satisfied because
They're frustrated.
they're they can't like do
So
what
if
the
you
Lord
don't
is
leave
calling
your
them to
market
do.
open for the 3s, they won't become 4s.
Right.
You're going to help them.
But with those people, like part of the training we give is like showing how Jacob was working for Laban and he started a side business, and then that side business became his full-time income. So just because they have a job doesn't mean that they can't build a business or they can't do it. That's another thing I've seen hundreds of stories of people who were working 9 to 5s, they started a side business, and that side business grew to replace it. And that's just a different path that those people take. But
So,
that's just
but
part of the
then our
process.
call would be like how to start a side hustle. That would be the ticket offer for that one, is how to start a side hustle
Yeah.
for the 9 to 5 people.
turning their calling into a career.
Yeah,
Right.
A
because
hustle sounds kind of like a little side job for like
That's what it
Christmas
is.
money or something.
because people that are working 9 to
Right.
5, they can't just quit their job.
I know,
Which
but
we're
a
not
lot
teaching
of
people
no.
to do.
a
No,
lot
right.
of people
That's
who
true.
work 9 to 5, they open their own business.
That's what we're just saying. They start a side hustle because they start doing things on the side and they find out they can make money at it.
Yeah.
So then they stop going to work. They say, hey, listen, I can do this for myself. Why should I make my boss
Yeah.
that money when I can make that money for myself? That's how we even started our control company, the same way.
Motivation.
Interesting.
We did a neighbor's house and
Makes
we
sense.
charged arm and a leg, and then we're like, well, why don't we just do this for ourselves?
Makes sense.
So,
Yeah.
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 So a side hustle is a very big word right now. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of coaching on how to get a side hustle, which will turn into your full-time business.
There it is.
But, so, staying focused on those ones, I mean, we have some areas that we're definitely targeting towards, so, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't get you sidetracked up there.
No, it's good. But just to explain the audience awareness, so we are clear why we only sold one course to the last challenge. It was a message to market match. It didn't match, so we're doing a new message.
No, it
to
did
a better
match,
market.
because you did do the goal, because even though they didn't buy, you still planted seeds. Seeds take time to grow.
Absolutely.
So these seeds were important to grow, because there's a lot of people that are bound up and not being able to support the missionary work that God's called them to do. So it wasn't that it wasn't successful, it was high successful, because those are seeds that will grow.
Yeah,
So we had how many people showed up for it, for the event?
I remember, but I know people's lives are changed and their eyes were open and
So-
forever saw things differently.
Yeah, so it's not about money necessarily, is not necessary.
For
That
sure.
the calling for the Army of Youth, because it's to sow good seeds to grow the kingdom of God. So it was a great success that taking place. So, but this one we have a new targeted audience, is what you're saying. Our audience is going to be people that are working, that are able to afford the next event, basically. Yeah, and to move their finances to a 10K per month. Right? That's their whole purpose, is to hit the 10K.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so right here for the 10K ones, evangelistic business owners. So it's important to know who we're targeting, because then we wouldn't just throw our stuff out there. We would be intentionally marketing to those areas where those people land, right? And are we actually doing that? I know we have the resources and the technology, not just technology, but we have the messages that we want to post out there, but are we actually going to their platforms, to those areas of people that are already doing that? That's the key.
Yes, that is the key, and that's what Mom is working on with Alex to do that with YouTube.
Okay.
With YouTube to those those areas, and this month, Tina and Shanicia and Denzel have found, and Mom, like we've been looking for entrepreneurial,
like-minded,
faith-based business owners, Christian business owners, entrepreneur, evangelistic, kingdom entrepreneurs, different people. We've been finding groups like that, and Tina's monthly mission to post 11 microblogs is 5 of those are entrepreneurial, very actively engaged evangelistic entrepreneurs, groups of people who are doing that. So that's why a lot of it has to do with whether or not she's able to do that.
So that's high priority then.
It is extremely high priority.
And so she does it for this monthly mission, then next month we'll see the fruits of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're already seeing fruit from it too now, because like we've got posts on, like we're posting on there, and every day I'm getting new comments from other people responding like, who's an evangelistic entrepreneur? Boom, 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 boom. And then these people are saying me. So we have to follow up with them, Tina, and then send them a friend request and just invite them to our group and let them know.
So that's high priority.
It's super high priority.
That's like the number one
So
priority.
what if we would
those are hot
like
leads.
invite them now to the challenge?
Well, we should invite them to our group so we can nurture them and communicate with them. And in the challenge, in the group, invite them to our challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so get them to the group first. And I think that's what Denzel was working on, is getting them to the group.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay,
so
so what I
that
need
needs
to
to be
do-
the highest priority of the event. That is the number one thing right now.
Absolutely.
That, because
And-
that's going to bring the attendance.
Yes, and the messaging. That's why I say on here that we would do well to update the copy on the opt-in page, our sales page for the opt-in for the challenge. It needs to be that message to market match, because we didn't have that match last time with what we were marketing. And this, by being able to put that, communicate to the.
So then so these are 2 things like that would have to be worked on today, really, is that, and what you're talking about is making that page actually express why they need to be basically at this one. It's for those entrepreneurs, right? It needs to be, the page needs to be done. Yes, that has to be important. I mean, that has to be done today.
Hey, Enoch, what if you made a video?
Oh, made a video? Ooh, a video.
Invite them to the
Yeah,
challenge.
people love videos even more so.
And then they say,
Ah,
yeah.
I love so. And what? A 2-minute video?
Yeah, like a
If you want a long,
so, yeah,
2 to 3 max.
Yeah, quick video.
No more than that.
What could you say in 2 minutes? Because promo videos don't get watched.
Oh, they don't? Well, then why would we do it then? If they don't get watched, then why would we do it?
Value videos get watched. So, like,
So then the value that you offer them.
something of
Solving a
value where you solve a small problem, the hook grabs their attention, they watch, and then we solve their problem, and then the offer is like our little promo section at the end of the video. Then we start talking about the challenge here after we've shown that we've helped them something related to our challenge.
Okay, so most of these people that are becoming right here are the ones that are business owners who are full-time and making 10,000. That's really our target right there. Is that not correct? Number 6
Alright, look up.
is evangelical business owners who are full-time and making under 10,000.
Yeah, number
Or-
6.
Those are our really our highest one, right?
5, 6.
Those would be
The reason I say that, because if it is,
Or people with jobs. I think both of which are good people to target.
okay, well, I mean, it is targeting them, but if you stick to mentally in that 6-1, if we take that one and use that one, it can work towards those backwards to that, which is fine. But your message this would be the message.
It would be
For instance, there's a lot of people that start their business and they can't see it, they don't know how to move it forward, right?
turning their calling into a career. I don't know how that appeals to
People who already
people who are
have.
full-time in their
Yeah.
business.
Because a lot of people have already quit their jobs, but they're struggling with their business.
So our message is
Okay,
that
I
their
see what you're saying.
career is competing with their calling,
Okay.
so they want to turn their calling into a career.
Okay, so turn their calling into career. Okay, sorry. Okay, you're right. You're right. So these are going to be people that are side hustling then, and they have the money, so they're going to have to know how to find it. What they
Side
probably have to
hustlers
side
are
hustle.
people who want to start.
Right, they're people that start, and so they've already found their side hustle. And they
So it'd
don't
be
know
like
it
3, 4, and 5 especially.
That's a question. Kind of off topic. On this, it says we'll be able, or you'll be eligible to win amazing prizes. Should we use something like that? Isn't winning prizes like not?
We've done it every challenge.
I know, but should we not do that?
I don't know why. Nothing has changed from the last 2 challenges from now.
I
Unless you
know, but
something
when I
don't
see
know.
it, it takes a bite out of my heart. Do you
Why?
think we
Why?
should do-
Why would it
Because
take
it's
a bite out of it?
competition.
It's not competition.
How are they winning it? It's by chance.
No.
Yeah.
Not
Chance
necessarily.
isn't competition.
Well,
Competition
well,
is you're doing something
it's
to
in
compete and
kind of the
compare.
same realm. It's like
not-
casting lots. That's not competition either.
God
It's
casts
like
lots
chance.
to find Achan. There's nothing wrong with casting lots that I'm aware of.
That's
Also,
like
to,
playing dice.
I don't even know
Casting
what that
lots.
means.
Casting lots is like playing dice to see who gets it. You think God's okay with that?
I haven't found anything where God condemns that. Unless you could show something to me.
Do you think it's okay to cast dice?
I don't even know what that means. I've never done that. I don't know if that
means to
entails or
hold it and
implies.
throw it down, and the way that it lands depicts what happens.
I think it's fine to like grab like things out of a hat, and whoever has one is the one who gets chosen. If there's one out of like 20 options and 20 people pull one out and one grabs it, I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm aware of.
that's how when Judas betrayed, that's how they got the other apostle.
Yeah, that's what I understand too.
Really,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, I mean it's throughout the scriptures. I don't see, and God was instructing them to do things like of that nature.
No, but he like says it's okay to have a divorce too, but I don't think he's okay with that. He
Okay.
gave, what's that, quail? I don't think he was okay with it.
In other words, wasn't necessarily to their benefit.
Well, just show me in the Bible where it says that God's not okay with it, because we could show places where he was not okay with the quail, and he was not down with the divorce. But show me where he's not okay with having those prizes, and then I'm totally open to all biblical data.
So then are we allowed to like, well, I'll talk to you later about it.
Okay, that'd be great.
I have a question about the promo videos and ads. So the ads that we're going to be doing for the next challenge, is it going to be like in video format or like a...
It's on YouTube, so that's the only options we have.
And so what's the difference between a promo video and an ad? Isn't the ad like promoting something?
An ad, what I'm saying is every video, if it reaches, what I'm saying is thank you, Tina. When people have something to promote, the first thing they want to do is create a promo video, and those just don't watch. People see all the just noise and they don't click on it. So like with whether you pay Facebook, like every ad that Facebook does that are successful, you're hooking their attention with something they want to pique curiosity, and you're solving a small problem, you're adding value, they're actually teaching you something, they're helping you like click and make breakthroughs and understand stuff, and then they offer you something at the end. So every single dating live video that we record, hook, story, offer, that is an ad. It's a promotion, but it's not a promo video in the way that people usually think of. And in 2 minutes, you're just like, okay. And for 2 minutes, you talk about what you have to offer. Those don't get clicked on. When you have a hook, when you have a story, when you have an offer, that's when people look at this stuff.
Because the promotion videos are, it's all about me.
Yeah, it's all me communication and how you need what I have.
This is what we do.
Yeah. Does that answer your question? You look exhausted.
Okay.
That's what I said. Those are synonyms. They're definitely connected. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. So we basically are looking at our agenda for the event is what we need to put together.
So the last thing we talked about was the copy, the messaging for the funnel. Who would be able to update some of the messaging? Oh, and I'm willing to record a video. That's not a problem. I'm willing to record several videos.
I think when videos are really short, I myself, if I can see it's just like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, I usually listen to people myself. Anything past that, I don't have time. I'm like, dude, I don't want an all-day report. And some of these ones that they're doing right now, these click things that I've clicked on, it's like, oh, do you want to say, and I've clicked on them, and I'll watch for like maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes, and I'm just done. I'm like, dude, it's another one of those advertisements, I'm done. And they get me in there with the hook and the offer. And then when I start watching it, after they just drag it out. They're like, wear me out. I'm like, dude, can you just say it in like in 30 seconds? Can you just be done? But give me a click, let me pay for something, let me do something, but don't keep rambling all day long, dude. Like,
Yeah.
put a cork in it quick. Just tell me how much it's gonna cost me and let me move on.
Yeah, I find that a lot of people say that they just want to know how much it is, but the price is irrelevant until you understand the value first, and it's a story that helps you to see the value. And like a lot of buyers, they say, I just want to know the price, but they really don't, because when you hear the price, then you don't really care, or you're like, oh no, I can't afford that, not interested, whatever.
Yeah.
But then other people, like Steve Larson was saying too, like he would tell the story and then principle. He'd do 80% story, 20% principle. People are like, will you just give the principles? Like we just want to hear the principles, like get to the point, like just say this. And then he's like, okay, well, like I'll listen. So he just shared principal episodes, and he found that their statistics just tanked. Like the attention rate, the retention of people's attention, it tanked. And the people actually clicking what he offered, they weren't doing it. He's like, okay. Then he went back to wrapping stories, 80% story, 20% principal, and then they spiked back up where their attention was higher, they were more engaged, and they were more taking his offer. So the people say they want just like, just give me the tactics, give me what it is, get to the point. But then the moment you do that, you lose everybody's attention.
Interesting. Well, I just, for my own self, I mean, I wanted to go back and try to find this one thing in particular, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if I can sit through that whole lesson just trying to get to the very end so I can order this product. I'm like, I just can't do it. I don't have the strength. I just don't have it in me. And I'm like,
that's
dude,
what the-
just let me buy it.
The bar is so you can put on there and move it forward.
It won't let you, not on a webinar or whatever they are. They won't let you. It doesn't let you do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just stuck having to watch the whole thing till the end.
Oh, webinars are usually
Whatever
90
it is.
minutes.
Yeah, whatever it is, I don't know what it is. I just know that I'm like, I want this product. I need this product. I need
Okay.
this one.
I'm not sure what you're
I don't know
referring to either.
Yeah, but anyway, okay. So, anyways, so you can do a video. So a small one, short one. That
So
was
what
amazing.
what kind of video?
Good question.
Solving a problem,
Yes.
because that's the kind they'll watch with a good
Yeah,
hook.
but it needs to be a what kind of
New
problem?
one. What kind of problem? Well, they're entrepreneurs, and they are. We said that these people are professional and people that have a 9-to-5 job that try to get out of their 9-to-5 job and start their ministry through their business. So the people that run into that, they run into a lot of obstacles of how to the pros and cons, you know, when is the right time to do this? When is the time to say goodbye to the old job? When is the time? That's the problem they run into. When is the time to just do it? That's what they run into. Because that's scary for most people.
What am I doing?
When to call it quits with the handcuffs.
Would it be good to go over the
Yes.
hook story offer for the 2
Yeah.
or 3 videos at a different time?
Yeah, that would be better.
Huh?
Yes.
Did you not hear my question?
Would it be good to go over the hook story offer for, and then I don't.
These videos at a different time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that involves everyone.
Sure. Who all does it involve?
Who would like to be involved in trying to figure out a hook story offer for the for these
I
videos?
volunteer Danzel
I would.
For what?
and Deborah.
For the challenge to create a video that's inviting people to this challenge.
I would. I really think that's needed.
Okay.
Okay. And that could all be just in statements too, sent through a message. So everybody can look on the same message. You just go, yeah, no. That's how, that one time when Danzel came up with the last name for the challenge, that was really good, so everybody voted on it. It was easier that way. So we had to talk, we didn't have to have a meeting, and just everybody threw it out there, and that one just came together real quick, and we just chose it. That was fast.
Are you expecting that to happen with the video?
Yeah, that might be it. I want people to do it, so you don't have to have a meeting and tie up everybody's time for you. Because right now you're at the, everybody needs to be working. Those are something they can just type, set in, on the same page, and it'll just be faster. Because they can do it on their spare time, just.
To throw out ideas for
Yep,
the event?
for the video, what you're talking about?
Yeah, for the video?
Yeah, this way it'll save time, so you don't have to actually,
So we need a
Schedule
group chat
time.
for that?
you need to chat for that,
Who would create the group chat? I guess I could.
Yes, this would, that would be a lot faster. Okay, and then what else? Let's move on to the next.
We do want to focus on working on stuff. I think one other thing we had on the table was updating the copy for the homepage. I mean the opt-in page.
In the sales page? Or
Yeah.
the opt-in page?
The opt-in page.
Okay, who can do that? Tina, got any suggestions?
I've got a neat funnel that we could borrow some of the copy from. I like some of the phrases they said.
Who's good at that?
Carmen's good at it. Denzel is our copywriter. And Tina has historically done that too. She's going to be helping with some of the outlines.
Yeah, so I can't focus too much on everything else and I'm just figure out everything.
Right. Delegation's good. And I don't know how full Commerce is at this moment.
Carmen has been in and out of engagement
Commission?
just last week. Some days he's here and some hours he's not. He's here now though. It's
Yes.
a blessing.
And I think he's gonna do much better this week.
It's good. What makes you think that, Tina? I mean, Kathy?
Prayer.
That's good. Yeah, prayer changes things.
Amen. Okay. So who can reach out to him about that? Tina, can you reach
About
out?
updating it?
Yeah.
He's here, so.
Oh, you're with us, come on.
Yeah, he's on Notion type of stuff.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, brother. Brother, can you do that one for us? I'm gonna see his little icon somewhere.
It was there and then it disappeared.
It makes me cracks me up. Okay. So, Tina, do you want to reach out to Cameron about that? And then help him delegate it if he can't do it?
And what he can do, I can do because I'm
Oh.
not clicking around.
Shanicia, we're gonna take
Yeah.
that plate off of Tina and we'll give it to you
It's
instead.
not clicking around, it's writing persuasive copy.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do the writing.
Yeah,
I can put the stuff in there.
But he is a
I
hit,
know
yeah.
how to do that.
Which is
Yeah.
not what we're asking help with.
Okay, well, you can take it. I said anything.
Did you want to delegate, because we're trying to take the stuff off of Tina's plate. Would you talk to Conrad about doing that? Would you delegate that to him, Shanicia, and help him?
He's here again.
Okay. Hi, Conrad. I'm talking to your little symbol on my screen. And your little symbol's not looking back at me, but anyways. Hey, is that possible you can do that? Tina, could you restate what that was?
Oh, yeah,
He
checked it off.
He checked one of them off.
You didn't check off what Diana's talking about
No.
though. So we don't want to say we checked it off.
So, just the update a copy in the opt-in page. It has a neat funnel that we can use copy from.
Would you be willing to do that, bro? I see his moving down. I think he's writing. What do you think, Conrad? Does that work? I have to this so people have to join again because they see how powerful it is.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that sounded good.
I can talk to you about it.
Thank you, Tina. Yeah. So I'll go forward in that area. Thank you.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. Enoch, where else are we seeing? We need an outline. Oh,
So
go ahead.
our basic things that we need to focus on before this challenge is number 1, inviting people. Number 2, copywriting,
Okay.
like making sure the copy is updated.
Uh-huh.
And number 3 is working on the outlines, which Leah wants to help as well with the slide presentations part.
Are you staying on top of that, Tina? Or are you the one doing that?
Well, we're gonna be working on it this week.
Okay, good.
And Shanice, you're gonna be working on the emails.
With, what's his name?
No.
Okay.
Right now.
So the emails, Shanice, when do you think we should have those done by?
Well, I have to do the first one today, the invite email,
Uh-huh.
by the end of the day.
Okay.
And then I'll start working on the other ones once that's finished.
Ronan, you're gonna send out the invite email today?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice
Good job,
job.
Shanicia.
Okay. Okay. So, one thing I'll be working on is the agenda, and I'll get that together and send it out to everybody. So I'll be working with Enoch on that. Enoch, I don't know when you're available to do that, so I can type up the agenda.
What do you mean the agenda for what?
Agenda is basically the day of the event when we're actually just like A, B, C, D, what's going on. But right now we're doing the before the event, and we're looking at the after the event, like what needs to be the follow-up, what needs to be done. Those are very important because no reason to have an event if we don't do those 2 parts. So, but the agenda is just a basic, it's just like your daily schedule kind of thing that you always do before an event. And it's also something we have to post for our people too, so they know. Because agendas there's the public agenda and then there's an in-house agenda. Schedule. Those are important. So everybody knows who's doing what and when, what's going on. And you guys are all in-house doing it, but we also have other people on the outside, that might be working, so they understand when they see an agenda, they can go, oh, don't we have to have that done? I was supposed to work on that, because if not, people forget stuff. They get sidetracked. I get busy with other stuff I have to do. Okay. Okay, what else? What else do you guys see?
I think we should all stand up.
Good call,
Shanicia, you can do it. You You can do it.
She's falling out.
Take a deep breath.
I see some fall colors in
Stretch.
here. Some
Stretch.
fall going on in here. Hey, you two matched this morning.
Ooh.
You two. Here's Shanicia.
Oh, this. I was like, what do you mean? I think she's green.
Y'all.
Oh, sorry.
Y'all.
Are you just giving me a high five?
Hey, huh?
I can't. She's like. Take a deep breath, y'all. I needed that. Oh. No poking. Or, no sleeping.
Doing a 6-inch putt with Susie.
Oh, praise the Lord.
I'm glad she knows what that is.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
She's gonna be a golfer soon.
Doesn't sound very enthusiastic.
Kind of awesome
Is that how I sounded?
for a moment.
Enthusiastic.
You sound like a hamster on a wheel.
Oh, sorry, guys. I'm so engrossed in drinking my water. I'm like, what? What? As we all know, Diana's not the biggest drinker in the world. It's like, I have to make myself. It's like, drink your water, drink your water.
It's good. Water helps with the brain and sleep.
Yeah. Hey,
the
praise
brain
God.
is
Regulate emotions.
We had a miracle at our house.
No, just setting.
Solomon went to bed before 3 o'clock this morning.
Wow,
So praise the Lord.
So he goes to bed like that.
3 o'clock in the morning. Because of her working late, it keeps him wired. So it's been a really nightmare. So praise the Lord. Last night he didn't take a nap yesterday during the day.
There you go.
So it's
He
been
didn't take a nap
miracle.
yesterday during the day, and he still went to bed at 3 o'clock.
No, he went to bed I think around 11 tonight. I said that was a miracle. He actually got in bed before 3.
Well, then don't let him take naps anymore.
Well, that's what I told her. I said because she sleeps until 11, so he sleeps until 11, and then he takes a nap at 6 o'clock at night. So guess what happens? He's up
And then
all
he's
night.
up. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now he's finally on a schedule because I told him I said this will work if you'll just do it.
Yeah, praise
And
the
just like, especially like, don't let him take a nap like after 4 o'clock. No more naps. Like if he takes a nap before, like do like a 20-minute nap. But if
20-minute
like,
nap.
after that, just no naps.
No naps.
And if it's like no naps, he's gonna sleep.
That's what I told her, and so she's finally on a schedule herself. So she's
That's
falling asleep
cool.
around 11 o'clock, which is good. As soon as she walks in,
That's
she's almost asleep. So praise the Lord. So
Wow.
yeah, it's happening. So praise the Lord because it's been rough.
Yeah. It's an answer to prayer.
Because I'm usually up till 3 or 4 with Solomon. But one
Wow.
night he didn't get to bed till almost 4. And I
What a
was like,
blessing.
Dude, I'm so tired. So yeah.
That is intense.
I know it is.
I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, because then I usually have to
My
get up 3
parents
hours
never
later.
allowed that.
Mine either. But yeah. Yep.
And chamomile tea
That's right.
will help to soothe his nerves and help him to get drowsy and calm and relax. It's an herbal tea.
Guess what he's having tonight?
Yeah.
Chamomile tea.
At 9 o'clock tonight.
I think,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, I'm in bed by 9:30. 10 at the latest. Okay, praise the Lord.
Yeah. Okay, so we should probably get back on topic now.
Okay,
If you insist.
for sure. Okay. What do we want to address next? Let's talk about it. Let's go forward with that.
So we basically decided that we are not going to update the opt-in page copy.
Why?
Because no one.
I said I'll talk to Carmen.
Yeah.
Oh, that you're gonna talk to Conrad?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Does Kamran well, it'd be good to ask him on a scale of 1 to 10 how confident is he that he has what he feels he needs. It'd be good to find out what he would want to. It'd be good if he would respond to us when we talk to him.
Shanicia, you're really good with working with Kamran. Why don't you see if there's anything you can do to help him when he's doing it? That would be great. I know you offered a
As long as
minute
it
ago.
doesn't involve writing. but
Right.
yes.
No, and I know you said that, but I mean, I know that you work really well. You guys work really well together, and he can bounce off of you real quick. So that's good. And if Tina will just follow through and make sure it gets completed.
So how confident he is in what?
That he has what he needs to be able to update the.
Opt-in page.
the option page. Thank you. Diana, you were on point. You got all this terminology right today. You corrected me like 3 times. That was good.
Oh,
I like it.
Am I learning something?
You're learning a lot. You're growing so fast. God's blessing your memory.
You
This
gotta
is
be nice to
awesome.
me. I feel like a
You're-
baby.
You're becoming a master of technology, so technology's not mastering you anymore.
Oh, I'm trying. I'm trying.
God has been blessing your efforts.
I'm
Oh,
working
cool.
on it. I tried to do a follow through with Denzel was showing me. He said we have an agreement. He's holding me accountable. I'm trying to do 2
Hotkeys?
hotkeys.
Yeah.
But now I can't find how to find the hotkeys. So I'm like, okay, but I found 2 of my old ones, so I tried to master them last night. But I'm still trying to.
Way to go, Denzel.
Yeah. So now I have to find out where to find the hotkeys at. How to find them. So I was just pushing things like
You know
this.
what I did,
Yeah,
Diana,
that's
to
why I
learn?
didn't figure out what they do.
I would I stuck like a little piece of paper.
That's what he
Yeah.
did. He did. He gave me.
Yeah, to so
Where is
that
it?
I could
It's
just
right
see really easy. You can like put it across
See
like
right
that
there?
too.
Look, I know how to do them.
Oh,
My
she's got
stickiness.
digital signals.
That's
Boy.
That's the way to do it, and I think
That's
there's a
cool.
control. What is it?
Control
Um,
shift question mark.
No,
I tried that.
I'll find it.
Control. I have that written down on my ledger.
Okay,
We
is
just
there
learned
anything
what a
else?
ledger was,
Yes.
right? Not a ledger, but it was connected with a Rolodex.
Oh yeah, that.
Okay. Okay, what else do we need to address on this event right now? My biggest concern is every day follow-up, like when we reach out to these people, when they, is that already addressed? Have we already taken care of that? Who's gonna follow up with people's comments? Because we'll get the list of
So,
people that are signing up, they're gonna be
I
at the
don't-
event.
I don't usually. Giselle was like helping with that, and
Mhm.
Giselle's been drawing back, and I don't think we're gonna have her help with the Facebook group with this challenge.
Oh,
So
no.
what kind of
commitment?
comments was she doing?
What kind of what?
Okay, what was she doing? Like, what are you
She
talking
was update. Well, this isn't as exactly what she was saying. She was following up with some people. She had her group. She had her team. She organized a group of like 2 to 4 people to take each day and screenshot some of the powerful comments and to collect testimonies. But also what she did is she took and she managed all of the units, the learning units, and creating the description for each of the videos and making sure the links to upgrade to the inner circle was in there, and
She did an excellent job.
she did an excellent job.
Because that's probably one of the key things that has to take place during the event is a daily communication thing with the people that are the student, not students, but
The team, our
No.
team.
not our team, but their team. I mean, the people that are coming to the event is for us to reach out. Because I reached out that one time and I loved
The
that.
attendees.
The attendees. It's so fun to send them messages like, hey, what did you think? Blah, blah, blah. It is so
That's
much
amazing.
fun to talk to those people.
It's so much fun, like commenting, like everyone commenting, and like
Yeah.
while you're doing the presentation, that's fun. Too.
That's engaging. It's helpful.
Okay.
That kind of stuff I can do, and I can do, see about organizing who's gonna do the test of the screenshots.
Oh, that'd be
The
good.
guides and things. I haven't
Yes.
figured it out yet.
Okay. Well,
For
we need to
our other group.
We need to put our little team together to do that because one person is too many to go through all of them to do it. It really helps when we take accountability for a certain amount of them. It's easier, and then they build a rapport. We actually build a rapport if it's the same 10 people. Each one of us doing 10 people. We can build a rapport with them and actually get them involved in ministry, maybe even on the youth or whatever, equipping them, to move forward.
Oh, they got a Windows 11 now.
There's
Yeah.
2 things that I want to say too is that I hope I don't forget. It may be nice to be able to put together like a workbook or like I like how Myron has his workbook and he kind of goes through it and it's systemized. He has it for each of his challenges. I think that's pretty cool. That's one concept, but 2, there was a challenge that I attended from Pedro Adeo where he said we're going to do something different and we're going to allow everybody to show up on Zoom. And he was just saying like everyone could join on Zoom, so they got like the quote unquote backstage like access. So we're doing this a little different, and then so he engaged with them there. I don't know why he did that. That was one thing, and there was something else that he did with that.
You get a better attendance when everybody's on Zoom because what happens is people like to be seen. People like to see other people, and people love interaction.
Yeah, other people.
They do. They really like it.
Yeah,
They
it's
love
that
it.
human connection.
Yeah, and the building that community is very important for us. That's the reason we do it. That's what draws the people. That's what drew me to Tina's Bible study, is because everybody's, they were there and I could see people. I was like, oh, these are real people. They're not just words.
Yeah.
And I really thought that was cool. And just, it was so neat because then you look for somebody that you might click with. It's
Yeah,
like
you
you're
connect to it.
looking, connecting, and it's just a good fit.
Yeah.
So we might need to think about that. We're giving them access, people, attendees to be access on a Zoom. So they don't have to ask questions, but they can be on the board behind us, and we can talk to them and say, hey, I see that Nancy's here and Sarah's here, and welcome, and and I thought we did good during the VIP part when everybody had bring their glasses or their
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
A hat.
Oh.
So maybe for this November challenge, we might want to open up Zoom for free for people, and then have the inner circle for access to lifetime replay. For those who want access to that.
That would be good.
So maybe for the November challenge, have everyone
If we did that, we could
join
get more
on-
questions.
I like that idea.
on Zoom.
Yeah.
Have everyone join on Zoom.
That
So
would
then
be
we would not go live on Facebook.
We would go live on Facebook.
Yeah, it'd be live on Facebook. Yeah, that'd be
So
cool.
then we would need to update the page, right?
The inner circle upgrade page.
Yeah.
That would be so cool to see that on live on Facebook and have all the people on Zoom on the screen. That'd be so cool. Yeah, and then other people can comment. That are not on Zoom, they can just do all kinds of stuff.
Because people are able to see the replays during the week. Who are like the 9 to 5 workers? They're going to be viewing it in the evening. They're catching up.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So
They're not
it's
showing up live. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a good chunk of people who view it, not live, but they view
Replay.
it. The replay.
Replay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But they know it's a live event and it's going to be taken down when the event's over, so it's still live during the event. It's just not live the second by second that we're uploading.
Yeah, so we should figure out how we can communicate with them. Like, hey, even if you're at work, log on to Zoom and at least put your picture up there to know that you're present, even if you don't get to hear it.
Well, I don't know if I don't. That would probably be pretty hard to have people do.
Seems like most people on Myron's
Or work.
shows themselves.
People like doing that. People like being on
Yeah,
there.
most people at Myron's are at work.
No, most people at Myron's are visually right there participating at Myron's at the time.
Good.
She's saying, I thought she had said that log in even if you're at work, but you're not really there. You're not listening at that time.
Because some people can listen like they do the radio and they can still work. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, for
Some people
sure.
have that.
Like
If you're
Victoria
working
was
on
doing
this.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people can do that.
You're right. A lot of people can.
Depends on what kind of work you got.
Yeah, if it's a manual job, you can. But if you're an office job, it's easy to go on there. It's like, and people love being at work and showing their work where they're at. They're like, hi, I'm here,
You
They
do.
don't even have to do their hair. They're already done.
That's funny.
Yeah, well, because some people don't want to show themselves. It's like one time mine came on, I was like, no, you didn't see me. Okay, next. We can move forward, you guys. We'll keep it lighthearted. So praise the Lord. Okay. What else do we need to address, guys?
So we got worksheets. We have. I know I've got a lot for the presentations to put together. I have an idea of what they're gonna look like.
So are we gonna do this same presentation for the next challenge?
That's a goal.
Okay.
So, enough, do you have a page that you've already started on your dashboard of your first day, second day, third day of your presentations?
On Notion, but on the dashboard. It's on the AOI event calendar.
You
Yeah.
have one, okay. Good. So you're already ready to go forward with that. Now, are you gonna give a caption every
Not
day?
ready to go forward with it, but we have a basic.
Okay. Are you gonna do like an intro every day like we did before, like an everyday, what do you call those? They're like a 8-minute clip. Do you remember us doing something like that?
Like those testimonials of people we work
That
with.
No, yourself. You yourself.
I did an
And I thought you
8-minute
did it with
clip.
the shower curtain. No. What were those called?
I did an 8-minute clip.
Well, there were a whole bunch of them. Like every day you would go on and before the live cast. I could do something. Didn't you do something like that?
I know
Like
we
the
The night
used,
before?
we used other people's recording.
Yeah, we did that during them.
Sister Deborah?
Yep.
The pole right beside, like the light beside you is like leaning. Might
Is
wanna
it
be
leaning
lit.
because of me?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is, and they're very fragile.
There you go.
Okay. I was just thinking about that. I was like,
Thank you.
man, if people like seeing you, then that'd be fun. Like, oh, we had a great day at such and such, and you know, our hard point was this or this or this, and not give them all the details. It's like, wow.
I'm trying to remember what you're referring
I
to.
don't know. I just remember I had the shower curtain behind me.
So
You mean
was it
the-
during a
the
challenge?
It wasn't during this last one. It was the one before, the first one.
I don't think we had a shower
We
curtain
had
in
no
this
shower
challenge.
curtains.
I know.
She's talking about those
these the
curtains.
shower curtain because everybody in the videos were like, is he in the bathroom recording? Remember people were like, is that a
No,
shower
when I
curtain?
was in Georgia, I thought it was, but I can't remember
Right,
us doing that at the time.
Yeah, they look like shower curtains. I thought it was like, oh.
Shanice doesn't remember doing them in the challenge either.
Okay, then I don't know.
You might be thinking of daylight videos because I think that's the
Probably,
only
it
time
was
we
a daylight
recorded.
We used to
video,
do
that's what it
daylight
was.
videos
Okay.
with that background.
But that wasn't
That's what
during
it
the challenge.
Oh, okay. So no, it was just before the challenge and everything. 'Cause that was a goal you were set for yourself every day to do one. Maybe that's what
Oh,
it
yeah.
was. Every day
Oh,
you
you're
were set as a
referring
challenge.
to
Maybe that's
daylight
what it was.
videos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
okay.
fine. It was just happening at the same time. And so I thought maybe it might be part of it.
Oh, okay.
Because you were trying to
I
hit
see.
that goal where you
You're
get thankful
focused.
every day. So try and do it for 30 days or
Yeah, it's 100 days.
100 days. Okay. How did it turn out? Did you make 100?
We got 100 days. We did it. It was every day indefinitely, but when Tina went to Canada, we stopped.
See, when one part of the body's missing, look what happens.
Just everything shuts down.
What should I do?
We're just glad to have you back,
Just
Squeegee.
redeem the time.
We love having you home. Your family missed you. Okay. Any other suggestions? Anything else that's popping in mind? Gazelle, what do you think? What you got? I know you've been thinking over there. A, B, C, D.
I've been thinking. I'm ready to start.
You're ready, man.
What-
You're like, going
What are you
go.
gonna be doing, Denzel?
Several things that. What are the things that's on the list that I'm doing? Just copying and doing the story thing, right?
Do copying and doing what thing?
Creating a hook offer and.
Oh, hook story offer?
Yeah.
That's gonna be like 15 minutes of texting for the challenge.
Also,
didn't
what
see
you
your
can
name
help
on it
with
much.
is like following up with comments and getting people to the Facebook group.
Wait, say that one more time.
Also, what you could help with is following up with comments like on different platforms, on different like Facebook groups, and then like sending them a friend request, and then sending them a message and telling like thank you for joining the.
Yeah, I don't really have joy in doing that.
Huh?
I don't have much joy doing that.
Why? Cause I'm new.
No.
Okay.
The easiest way to do that is to have somebody word it and put it on that page or have it
I
on a
really
page.
focus my brain on something, creating some stuff,
You want to do
and
microblog
coming
stuff?
up with some stuff. I'll do that. But I'd rather use my capacity of thinking for something else.
Makes sense. But Tina, that's good that you said that. What we need to do is have a page and have it a copy and paste for a basic, the basic like, hey, so glad you came and hey, and have a like little testimony say, hey, did you hear that such and such, and maybe a little story, and we can copy and paste so every time we do it, we don't have to just keep on coming up with a message. I don't know what you call it, an automated one. But it needs to be on a page so we can copy and paste.
It is a script. We have it
Oh,
from
script.
our men. We've been
Okay.
using it.
Is that the one we've been using? Okay,
Yeah.
because I know we've been using one. Okay. And I know we have kind of changed it a little bit when we were doing it.
Did we change it at all? Shanice?
I don't think we were. Oh, no?
I don't think we did.
Oh, because I know, okay, when we're doing the
You're
follow-up.
talking
we're
about
doing
the sales call.
it. Oh, sales call.
You're
Okay.
doing a sales call. You guys changed it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't
Okay,
change this.
okay, gotcha.
This is a setting conversation to set up the call.
Okay, so, okay. Okay, so what else do we have, guys?
I was wondering, just a thought, I'm putting it out there. If Diana contacted Giselle and said, will you be able to do this for the challenge? Don't say, I know you're backing off, I know you're not participating as much. Just
I wanna do that.
upfront ask her.
I think she'd rather hear from me, but I don't really want to talk to her too much because she's acting really strange and just
So that's why I'm
being
suggesting
short.
Diana.
I think gestures like that just push her further away.
Well, if we're already lost, we can't push her any further than she already is.
Yeah, we
do you
could.
talk to her?
It's a,
She talks to me.
We push her further
She
away.
talks to me too.
Yeah, she talks.
She does.
She's just backing away.
But
What
yeah.
if it's like a group message then?
What would a group message accomplish? I'm
saying,
open.
like,
What would be the point?
If Diana's willing, you're not so willing, but she wants to talk to you. So if the three of you guys are in a group message, you might be a little bit more comfortable. I'm not
How
sure.
would that make her more comfortable?
That might
Seeing a
irritate her.
message?
It is, so I'm.
Yeah, I
It
think
might
with her issue-
irritate her because he's not talking.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like being in the room and not talking.
I think that's a space that Giselle's in. She's very standoffish.
Then we'll know for sure. We're gonna assume that she, probably won't, but what if, and I know from what she said yesterday that she's not gonna do scheduling.
Nope. That
But,
don't sound good. Sounds like she's really standoffish, like she wants to
but she
go
does
away.
fill out her weekly report every week and her squad reports. So it's not like she's pulled everything out. I'll stop. So,
She's not scheduling stuff anymore?
but she's not doing the evangelistic training. She's not wanting to,
That's what it sounds like, but she's talking about scheduling for her to lead out in the evangelistic
Oh, okay,
training.
okay.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm just like,
I know that was a huge statement.
What?
That what we heard is different than what she meant.
oh, I'm sorry, I said something wrong.
No, it's
I
okay.
didn't say anything wrong. You just
I
good,
just
better,
heard
best.
something.
Okay.
Because we have a terminology like scheduling means
Yeah.
Content.
scheduling
Scheduling
content.
means something different.
Okay, anybody else?
Is that how you feel?
No, I'm trying to get my screen to come on. It's like, can I please at least put my
But-
code in so I can open my
But I
screen?
think
Did
if
you know
you,
that's how you
Go ahead
freeze it?
today.
that's how you freeze
That's how you
it.
break it.
You're doing more harm.
Oh,
Yeah.
If you just give it a tap and then patience
what do you
showing,
mean, wait patiently?
yeah, that works.
Oh.
Patience. How long do you
Promise
wait?
you,
2 hours? 4 hours?
No, no. But I'm just
If it's
saying,
still not turning on, like press
Does
the
it
on
need to be plugged
button.
in?
It's,
It's
The-
gonna need
the
to
more you
eventually.
push buttons, the longer you have to wait.
that's the trouble.
It's like when your brain is overloaded and overwhelmed, and if someone just continues to talk at you and pour into you more and more inputs and give you more, it just frees you up more and shuts you down further.
So when in our brain do we know that we need to do something different? Cause like, I'm still not, it's
I
not coming down.
I would, depending on what it's doing,
It won't let me just log on, period. It's just that. Can't do nothing.
Is dead?
I would plug it in and turn it off and back on.
You got it when you do.
You might have to update it.
Do you have a plug-in? Do you have a? Okay.
It doesn't. It used to be
Because there's a strip right here I can plug it into.
Okay, so what else are we working on right now, guys? Are we good here, or what are we saying?
Get the screen up so she can.
Seems like everybody's detached at this point.
So, Denzel, I think we were thinking about what we're gonna do. Denzel, you say you want to help with microblogs.
Mm-hmm.
Who is able to help with
Well, I gotta
Fine,
figure out what I would do.
Turn it off and then
Actually,
turn it
You
back
said
off.
What you
funnel
gonna do?
hacking?
yeah microblogs?
What's that? Funnel hacking microblogs from here.
I didn't say funnel hacking. I didn't use that word.
I thought you.
I said Denzel. So you're going to help with microblogs?
Wow. I don't know what I heard.
I'm
Would
I
you
don't
be
think-
willing to work with Kamran? Because Kamran likes doing microblogs
And he likes working with people.
and he likes working with people. Like you guys could either like work together or you go through it first and like do most of it, and then he does the final touches.
You like,
Or
Carmen likes
it-
doing the final touches.
And it would be helpful too if you could work with Cameron with speaking to the evangelistic entrepreneurs, or like updating the opt-in page, the sales copy there. That would be super
So-
helpful.
Microblogs. So we just need one microblog today, right?
Yeah,
How many do we normally do it per day?
we want to do one
Do
a
we-
day, posted in 11 places is our
Do we
goal.
have like a system of microblogs?
The microblog
We have a
It's
microblog.
on, I
Database
just reloaded it.
has
understand.
like
Take
30 to
pictures.
40 microblogs to choose from.
Yeah, so that's not gonna take too much.
If that's what you meant. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. So that's not gonna take too much like
I don't even know if that's how you turn it off, I don't know.
time.
No, it
And I
won't.
think
Or
if you
even
would,
effort.
yeah, I think if you would do the microblogs with Kamran,
So-
you would learn a lot on how to do microblogs too, because
I don't
Kamran's
know
really good at
computers, I
it.
just
Carmen's
know
very
that
good
if
at
you
it.
give
He's
it
probably better
time,
than I am at
usually-
it.
He's better than I am.
Yeah. And with the microblogs,
Give it
I don't see how you
something
guys
that you
are-
want And then just wait.
I see.
Yes,
I see the suggestion,
on.
but I don't see how that's.
There's no command to do it.
I see that working with Conron
I
is
have
it's
to be
gonna
able to
help,
log in. That doesn't
but I
work.
don't. Based on
Log
like,
into it.
cause it's not really much to do
I'm gonna log in bar.
with the microblogs from what I see. It's just cause they're already we have this. They're already
Because it is.
the lyrics are already wrote out, and so
that was your cap.
all it is
But this
to me
on
is
it
just
here.
pasting.
Is that it?
Thank you.
Not really.
No, it's not.
It needs to be.
It
There's
needs
quite a
edited.
bit of editing.
I
in
love
there.
it.
the
Pasting.
transcript is there. It needs a hook, which takes lots of effort
Having the
and
capital
and
on
thinking.
concept to do that.
Needs the story kind of like it needs scriptures, proof text kind of
There
like
you got it.
embedded in parentheses, and then it needs like an offer that's kind of clear and contextual with where it's being posted at. So right now it just kind of has a story. It might have somewhat of a funky looking hook, but the hook would need to be optimized or created, and then the offer would need to be clear on what's like call to comment, hit here, or like ask if you want a link, or raise your hand or something like that, like send an emoji, whatever the offer is. They would need that too, or like click this link, or like ask for a link or whatever.
That's how I did it.
And doing them in batch, not just one a day, but batching like 15 in an hour is going to be so much better because you can do 2 weeks worth. And then you could batch the scheduling of 15 for a handful of stuff. Even
Oh,
if it's
is
not
he
you
gonna-
scheduling, but
Is he gonna schedule?
available. Well, I was just giving an example, not necessarily, but I know Giselle really likes scheduling stuff. She'd be good at it.
She does. Doesn't
And it's fine in photo too.
Kimberly like it too? Or not Kimberly,
Yeah,
Rebecca.
Kimberly
Rebecca.
likes it. No, I don't know about her. Kimberly likes it, and she wanted to be more involved, I think. Yeah, she wants.
Tina, can
I
you
was-
reach out to Kimberly?
I was trying to reach out to her the other day and she didn't respond.
He is hard to reach out to. I think she looks at WhatsApp more. She said she wanted to help more on Messenger. I think the spirit is willing, but circumstances can be hard sometimes.
Yeah. I responded to her as soon as she responded to another message I sent her, but she didn't respond back.
That's good
Let me ask you guys,
that you reach her. Go ahead.
in general, does everybody have something that they're gonna be working on, that they're ready, that they feel like they are ready for this event? that
Denzel doesn't.
Denzel? Who needs more clarity?
Yes.
Oh, brother.
That's what we were talking about right now
Oh,
when you asked the
apologize.
question. No,
She got
no,
her
it's
computer
okay.
up and going now.
I'm glad you got it going. That's good.
I'm a half of an hour late and my CFO
Oh, you
cannot
are?
be excused
Sure.
Sister.
because I need 2 hours, so that means I don't get lunch.
Thanks for your help, Kathy.
Yeah.
Your feedback here has been very helpful.
Praise God.
Thank you.
Um,
You did an amazing job.
If you one thing that could be extremely helpful, Brother Denzel, is if you'd be interested in using. I know you're practicing like copywriting persuasion and understanding the mind of the people. One area, a strength that you have, is with writing the stuff, and you may be able to work with Shanicia to help write some emails because the thing that she gets stressed about during the challenge is the writing portion. And if you're able to help with some of those, that might be something that.
Actually, Denzel would actually be good at, like what you're saying exactly. He's very good with wording stuff. He is very good at what needs to be said.
Yes.
He's very good at figuring out how to involve the people to drag them into, to engaging.
I'm gonna be right back.
So, and Shanice is very good at typing up. She's very good at just like putting it in order, like
Put it
put it together. Yeah, because he's really good. He's fun to work with. Yeah. So that
I
would.
get the screenshots for you.
And she can put it on a document so you guys can copy and paste. That's gonna be the best part.
Yeah, we have a database. Of
Oh, you have it? Okay, awesome. What do you think, Denzel? You can do it, right, bro?
So what part is?
Yeah.
But Shanicia, how long do you think that's going to take? What you guys need to figure out the date and the time that you guys can get together on this. You guys need to look at that schedule.
Yeah,
He said he's going.
Okay, I need to first figure out what aspect of it is Renal interested in doing.
That's what you. Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you figure out that.
Figure that out when I reach out to him, and then I have to show them how to retrieve the emails from the Own Your Future challenge.
And not
So we
only
have all of them. They'll have to model it.
what aspects of it is he interested in, but his availability,
Yeah.
because he's working a full-time job too. And last time he talked to me, he's able to. I gave him an assignment to go through the email marketing course. He says he could do a half an hour a day on the training, and then I think it was 2 hours on Sunday or 4 hours on Sunday. So let's just use what he said so far. If he gave you a half an hour a day during the challenge, how many hours worth of work do you think that you have to do for the challenge a day?
I don't even think
With emails, just with emails.
I don't even think that it's good to measure by what I do because I took way longer.
I understand, but let's just say how many hours did it take you?
I don't know, maybe 3 hours.
3 hours a day.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that's way longer than usual. I mean, this is your very first and your second time you've ever done any copywriting. Couldn't expect you to do anything different. So that was actually a lot shorter time span than I thought. That was surprising. So let's say let's just say hypothetically, for instance, you have 3 hours of work. He gives you 30 minutes a day. So you got 2.5 hours. So not only is he interested, he's willing to help. We want to ask about his availability. So know that when you're working with volunteers, you got their schedules to deal with. And Denzel's here too. Denzel could work in the areas that he's not able to. If copywriting is something that Denzel wants to help with in this capacity. Does that help give you some clarity a little bit?
Yeah, thank you.
Does that sound like something that you may be interested in helping with?
Yeah, I'll work with Shanice and Conrad.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Awesome.
Right on.
Thank you.
There's two things. One about the microblog. I hope I don't forget. But the thing about the emails too is the copywriting that you apply in emails. Copy is eternal principle. Persuasion is eternal principles. With written word. So the medium is not as relevant as the skill. So as you're putting into this, it's working on your copywriting skills that will help you with microblogs, will help you with outlines. It helps with everything. And that was one thing that when I was talking to Tina and Shanice about it for the first challenge, they were like, when will I ever use this? Why is this? Why am I learning this? And they asked those questions. But really, the skills that they both gained through the copywriting on emails, it has made them better as copywriters since then, and I'm really glad they helped with that. But
Hook story offer.
Yeah.
Method.
Yeah, and also we're a big portion is remixing, because you don't really write copy, you assemble it, and assemble it from sources that are already you work with templates. You have a mindset where you take a template, you just remix that. And so we're using some copy from some of the other, it was a mastermind, Own Your Future challenge. That's what we were doing. And so we have those templates. And in this month moving forward, we have Myron Golden's Myron Golden's framework stuff, and he gave us his email template. So
Perfect.
we maybe wanted to do use
So you
those
can use
because
his.
his email
Let's do it.
templates are going to be based on his challenge
Yeah, but
structure.
we can use the same kind of it, just reword it, of course, right? That'd be fast.
Yeah,
That'd probably be better.
Yeah.
would be better.
Yeah.
Well, we probably can't do that for this November one because the emails are associated with the structure of the challenge, and we're not following Myron's structure of the challenge until December.
Well, when we're done, can you show me how to pull them up again? Because there was something that you typed up that brought all the emails up the last time.
Just look up on your future, find out where they came
I
from,
did that.
and just click their email. And then find out what the email was, and then you type in the email, and then that email will show everything from that email address. Does that make sense?
I need a sticky note for you so you can find that.
You just type their email in the search bar, and then you hit enter. But Denzel, for right now, urgency-wise, remixing Myron Golden's emails to his list is the highest priority for today, to get that done by the end of the day. So get it sent to our 500 people on our email list for today. Knowing that those 500 people are people who signed up for direction from God, how to say the Bible, things like the account book, and they're coming, not necessarily calling to career, definitely not they're not highly business evangelistic minded. So just know your audience as far as what that's going. We got to share emphasis on the calling, and also the showing them the career options.
So do you have what you need to do to move forward in that area? Do you know where to go and do all that stuff from?
Shanicia knows where to go.
Okay, so Shanisi's gonna help you with that. Okay, that's covered then.
He has the words. She knows how to navigate, but she doesn't have the words. He has the words, but may not know how to navigate.
All sounds great. It's a good team then.
Yeah.
Perfect team.
That's what I was thinking
Wow.
too.
Praise the Lord. Amen. Okay. So anything else that stands out that we need to address before the meeting and before our event? I think we need to have another meeting each day for no more than an hour, just to make sure that we're all on target because,
Can you lead those meetings? Oh, that would be
Yes.
super helpful.
can we do one tomorrow at 9, say 9?
It's tomorrow?
It's
Tuesday.
Tuesday. What time?
Myron stuff.
Tuesday?
Oh, never mind. It's Tuesday. Leadership tables.
Yeah, leadership tables at 9. It's tomorrow. We could do it at 10:30.
10:30? Okay. Yeah, just because we need to make sure that we're all on target and that we're all, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you were asking the question. There was a second thing I wanted to say was with the microblogs. The microblogs are most useful when we have people to follow up with them. We just got 20 people who raised their hands saying I'm an evangelistic entrepreneur, and these are great people to invite to our challenge. And if we don't follow up with them, then the microblog is not as helpful.
Yeah.
Because that's a lead generation. So it's like a it's like a chain. It's like links in a chain, and if one chain is broken, it means everything else at the end of that chain is going to be compromised, or I guess useless. So which is good, because when we're inspecting our funnel, they're like chain links. It's either the hook, the story, the offer. It's on each section, the microblog, hook, story, offer. Then it's the group, the hook, story, offer, and then it's going to the challenge, hook, story, offer, and the challenge goes to all of it. There's some link of these hook, stories, and offers that somewhere there's a break, and we just need to investigate. And that's where Mom,
Yeah,
are you listening?
I am.
Okay, cool. That's where the marketing math is. This is what the marketing math is. It's knowing our numbers. We'll be able to actually measure and visually see, where is the break. If we're doing 11 microblogs a day, then we see that, our conversations or follow-up is not there, or we don't have that automated way from the microblog to our group. Then that would be, the broken link that we want to repair, strengthen that link, and then it might make the 5 other links in our chain more useful. And then there's a broken link on the 6th. So then that's basically what our entire ministry is just doing. And in order to grow, it's knowing the measurement. Every link has a number, and numbering those things, and then testing where's the broken link and fixing that area. And it's basically what we just got to do each time.
What? You're saying that the marketing map is fixing broken links?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
That's all it is?
That's all it is. Or another way you could look at it, it's from Jenkins, Australian
What kind of
dude,
map is that?
the systemology guy. He says it's like you're building a house and you're doing all the piping, and you have all the pipes in your house, and then what you do, I love this analogy, each pipe that fits to another one, you got these fittings, and then what you do is you turn on the traffic, and the traffic is the water, and as it flows through the pipes, then you start getting leak, and you turn off the traffic, and where it leaked, you go through and then you repair that portion. It would be like a broken chain in a link, or it's like a broken fitting in the pipe, and so that has a number attached to it. It's part of the sales process, and each pipe is like a hook, story, offer, and there's a fitting for each one, and it's going to be stuck with the hook, story, offers in the microblog, in the Facebook group, in the sales page, the hook, story, offer in the challenge funnel, hook, story, offer in the presentation, day 1, day 2, or the offer. Like, there's, in the whole process, basically our ministry is just looking at where do we see that the leaks. Mom, are you listening?
You said to see where it leaks. You
Yeah.
have to shut it off and see where it leaks and fix it, and yeah.
Did that answer your
Sorry.
question, though, about the marketing math
Yes.
being math? It did?
Yeah, but I don't see how that's math, but.
The math is that it's knowing our numbers, that in order, like, we have an outcome over here that we want to serve. Let's say like last month, we want to serve 20 people that turn their calling into a career.
Right.
So
And then
that
didn't
requires
happen.
20
So
calls.
it's analytics.
Yeah, it's analytics. Analytics is analyzing the leaks in the pipes, or
Okay.
analyzing the broken chain.
I see.
And
Okay.
so to have 20 students who say yes, we need 200 calls. To have 200 calls, we need 2,000 conversations. To have 2,000 conversations, we need how many engaging posts, or a viral post, or microblogs. So each one is a fitting. Like, you see the pipes are connected at each one of those numbers, each one of those chains, and right now we're producing the microblogs, but turning them to conversations and following up with the conversations, that with our numbers is what is broken. That's the analytics that we need. Is that making sense?
Mhm.
Why are you smiling?
I just, because I want to ask you something, but I don't want it to, like, drain you out or make you sad or anything. But I need to know.
Well, go ahead and ask.
I'm just thinking that, I guess in my mind, I know that we want to teach youth, but it seems like the type of people that we're after are adults that have been working a while, and
No, they're young adults who are working in a job they don't like.
Okay. Like McDonald's or something, it's just kind of like to whatever.
They could be
Trying to get out.
whichever.
Okay.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah. Well,
Ask your question.
didn't
What are
really
you
answer
saying?
my question. It's just, I guess my question isn't relevant.
Oh.
If it's like that.
Okay.
What is that noise? It's horrible.
It's Shanicia,
Can
the
you see us?
computer behind you.
Oh.
Not me. Makes that noise.
You know,
all the
your
time.
machinery's just like
And we
that's
can
my
get
brain.
clarity on those other things
making
too.
connections there.
So, what else do we need to do to close out our meeting today?
Okay, what if we all share what is our main things that we like, where we contribute the most during this challenge?
I shared that to say that we have all these leads with the microblogs, and converting those leads from the microblogs to challenge attendees is a major thing that we need to address, and there is no solution that was brought
Oh, there's
forward.
no solution yet.
And we're moving on
so
to
we're
2
looking
other
for-
things.
Well, no, so that's what we're looking for.
I brought that
We're
up
looking for-
4 times in this conversation.
Okay, so let's word it that way. So, we need solutions, guys, to this situation. You got a suggestion, anybody?
While I was sitting here in the meeting, which I was probably supposed to do before the meeting, I was looking at the funnel, and there's like the language and the things that are messed up on there. When people see that, they're like, yeah, they don't even speak English or something, you know?
I think that we have
And-
somebody working on that one though.
Who?
Conrad. He'll get, yeah. we
But he's
talked
the one
about
who talks like that.
Oh.
He can't work on that. So anyway, I was like giving him ideas of what to change.
Okay.
But
Good.
I think that's gonna
Could you,
help.
would you mind doing that, finishing up with him on Conrad with that?
Do you understand?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Mom, do you understand what the solutions we're looking for, or what the problem is we're looking for the solutions?
The microblog.
We have leads of a bunch of people saying I'm an evangelistic entrepreneur who are raising their hands from these microblogs, and there is no one to follow up. There's no way, something set in place, no solution to bring them from saying I'm interested to attending the challenge, to the group, to the challenge. We don't have
I
that.
thought that's
That's a
what-
solution.
I thought that's what they do. They talk to them.
Denzel's not interested in doing that. Shanicia has. Tina, we're not
Well,
doing that.
what if we take, like a workathon, and we sit there and we work through the people and send them the link of how to get there. You know?
I think that's a possible solution.
Yeah, I
think
think
that's
like if we would all work together on it, it would
That's a
definitely
good
help.
solution.
Like
Nice one.
So at 4 o'clock.
That way nobody feels like they're doing it all by themselves.
it would
because
be
it's like
inviting
a
people.
big hill.
Yeah.
What did you just say, Shanicia?
I said I lose track of the people.
You lose track of the people.
I
Okay,
know
that's
we
understandable.
did a workathon before where we were all on the one thing and we were commenting, so I was able to keep up with them that way. But
Well,
then it's like
We just need
we're
a system.
posting in 5 different groups and everybody's commenting. Everybody has access to the same account. I don't know who's
Yeah, I know what you
responding.
mean.
What if we
You don't know
put
who's
what if
responding
we
to?
use like the messenger magic or whatever that little thing is that turns them red and blue and
We don't have a
everything?
CRM that does that.
Oh, one of those ones from AppSumo don't work?
No.
And that way we
I looked
could
at 6 of them and I.
we could alert that they were talked to at least? That they were sent over there? So we don't repeat
We
what
have
we're
on
doing?
Notion something that we could do with people
Oh, okay.
who are at least are on.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good, and then
but-
we could like send,
When
we
they
can
get
make a
to a
list of
group.
who we talked to and who not.
Shanice, you have any ideas how we can move forward with this microblogging thing?
No.
I like that, working as a team.
I
But
like
how-
that idea.
How can we do it when everybody does do the workathon? How can we break it apart so everybody can work and stay focused and not just everybody rehash? No rehashing.
So
I
we-
like the way that we did it the last time, where we all were on the one.
So we could do that at
the
4
one
p.m.
thing
each
at a
day.
time.
Yeah, because that is going to invite people.
Yes,
And-
Okay.
absolutely. That's what it is.
And what we did is like we all had a commitment, like, oh, how many people you're gonna reach out to, how many posts are you gonna do?
Can you facilitate it at this next meeting?
What is
The workathon? To make sure that everybody stays
Yeah,
focused
4
on
p.m.
that? This evening, today, you guys
Yeah,
are doing workathon.
yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Make sure everybody
Because
does,
I
go
don't,
ahead.
I'm sure you don't wanna do it by myself.
No.
We can do it. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Another thing about going to different Facebook pages and reaching out to those who are raising their hands, they respond at different times. And so when we go in at 4, it's like, okay, I think that's good because we're doing it, but people are going to respond at different times and whenever they feel like it or whenever they're available. So it's like, I don't know, it's just like, what, it seems like we need a system.
What's the
Isn't there
problem
like
with that?
a timeline that it shows? It's not like if they show at 3 o'clock, then it's gonna show like at 8 or at 7 or something. It's gonna show at 3 o'clock, and then the next person will show at 4 o'clock, and then it's like a line of time. So who came first, and when they respond, it's the same way, right?
True.
Shanice,
No, when you're finished.
oh,
There's one time now that I have a question.
okay. Denzel, so what you're saying is the people might not see until the next day and respond until the next day?
We do it, let's say we do it tomorrow. It's like we're doing it, but it's slower. When it
We
could-
can only go at their pace.
What's
anyway.
slower?
So say for instance we somebody raised their hand, right? At this particular time.
At 8 p.m.
At 8 p.m. If somebody raised
We
their
post it at 4. They say it at 8
hand,
p.m.
post at 4, they raise their hand at 8 p.m. Right? Now we're not gonna get to them until the next day at 4.
Mhm.
Right? And so it could have been other people that could have potentially raised their hand before that person
Or after.
or after that person.
So in other words, you're saying we need a team, that this is just their
We
responsibility.
need I think it would we had a
So they look at it all day long. They're interacting with it.
that would be
That would be
Or
nice.
if at 4 we did it together, and then like one person was responsible for doing it.
You know, Enoch, that would be
time.
some good for a VA to do.
No, it's not,
Why?
because it's on my account. I'm not putting a VA on my profile.
They have to
Why?
know Enoch personally. They have to like talk like Enoch.
No, they don't have to talk like me. They're just following the script.
Why? Because
I'm not letting them log in.
people do like PayPal and stuff with VAs. They do things like that.
Oh, you're just saying a designated VA who just does that.
Yeah. I mean, you could see if they're trustworthy.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of people, like the virtual assistant book. Tris Ducker, he has a VA that runs his personal Facebook profile.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's pretty
Wow.
cool.
That's pretty
That
neat.
is.
And that's
Doug
the type of
Bachelor
work that's
has-
good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's the type of work that's good to fish out,
To outsource.
farm out, or whatever. Yeah, to outsource.
That you mean outsource?
Oh, that even
Outsource,
outsourcing is even fine. If we don't have it in house, if we don't have enough people in house to do it, then to outsource it would be very wise.
And
Which
that'll
is what a
save a
virtual
lot of
assistant
time.
is.
Yeah.
Because that'll free up. Look how many hours that we spent doing that, and that would save a lot of time for us. And we could just like send them questions to ask too, and they could post it up there for us and answer those questions. They could do that whole system right there.
That's pretty smart.
We'd have to check on them.
You're
to make
talking
sure
about
they're doing
publishing
it.
on people's profile. I mean, publishing on those groups.
Yeah, if you don't like that, we could just publish on a different group. We could use some other webs or Facebook page or something to do it on.
So a new Facebook
What do you
page.
What do you mean to publish on a different Facebook page?
Instead of if you don't want it done on the Army of Youth or under Enoch Leffingwell, you could do
Armin
it.
says we have to use the profile because pages. First of all, pages don't get accepted in groups often, and pages are frowned upon. And Facebook makes pages a pay-to-play that you don't have the organic reach. You have to pay Facebook.
Are you able to open up two? Yeah, you can open 2 pages.
Yeah, but the thing about that is when you're saying pages, but pages is an organization, a profile is a person. So if you're talking about a profile,
Okay, a profile. You can open up 2
yes,
profiles.
we make 2 profiles. Armin says don't do that. Use your personal profile, the one that you use, because when you have 2, you don't engage with that, and plus you're just duplicating the work that you have. You got 2.
I know, but since we're gonna put it off for virtual assistant,
it'd be
wouldn't
better
that
to have one, because then
Okay.
that's like having 2 different websites
Alright.
that we're trying to balance.
all right. You know, there's companies that do stuff like that.
Companies that manage profiles,
Uh-huh.
those profiles.
Yeah. That's like the most common virtual assistant thing to do. That and translations. And
Okay.
And it has to be your profile, right?
That's what Armin said.
'Cause I was gonna say, look,
Can I
I
see
don't
that?
use mine very often. You guys can have it.
It's a highlighter.
Okay. So the micro stuff. Are you and Shanice gonna be working on that?
Microbots?
Yeah. Oh, everybody is at 4 o'clock today,
Everybody.
right? Everybody's gonna work on this today at 4 o'clock. So
Sure.
would that work as part of the solution?
I definitely think that's a
Okay,
good solution.
so everybody's good at 4 o'clock today? Okay. Okay, and then we need to delegate that to somebody to manage it, to kind of keep an eye open for it. Enoch, would that be you?
Nope.
Who wants to kind of keep an eye, make sure that that's moving forward and it's staying moving forward daily?
I think Lauren does that. Lauren's the one on Armin's team who focuses on the conversations and following up with
Who's
it.
Lauren?
Lauren's the person on Armin's team
Oh.
who follows up with it.
How could we
does
make
the
it easier
conversation.
for the person that's following up?
Maybe we could figure out what Lauren's system is. How she keeps track
I
of
know.
when her schedule is. how she does
yesterday
that.
was our last day, wasn't it? Can we still call them?
We could sure tried.
Is that his wife?
No. Lauren is just someone on his team.
Oh, okay,
Just
gotcha.
got a team of like, 6 or 7 people.
So it's like a
on
project
phones.
manager.
She's a social media content manager. She's a content manager. She does what Tina does, but
Okay.
Tina gets stressed out with conversations.
She's doing a great job lately, let me tell you. She's just overwhelmed with what she's trying to get to, because she's learning all these new skills, that's
We
all.
got a lot going on.
That's right,
That's
she's learning all
why.
kinds of new skills, it makes it kind of slows you down. Yes, sister, go ahead.
Well, I forgot my question.
Why? Sorry.
You're gonna make
We just
another
went
one?
on and on, didn't we?
It's okay, but I'm okay with the conversation parts. But like I said, like another thing that I realized that we did when we were commenting on the posts and things with the people who were, engaging with us, we sent them friend requests. But it's like we didn't send messages right away, so it's like hard to keep track of who
So,
came when
Shanicia-
and stuff like that.
So you're saying that you're good with doing the conversations and follow up, but then the area that you're weak with where you need a solution is simply a system for not losing or like missing those people who show up.
And
Do they need to be on a
So-
spreadsheet?
What if
I wrote that messenger matic or magic or whatever
She
it's
gave me the
called.
look like, not a
I don't
spreadsheet.
understand.
it's cheap and discontinued.
colored.
I don't know.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. It's
Is my ignorance showing on when it comes to that?
no. She just has beliefs about spreadsheets that
What was it
Just
called?
a
Is it
about-
matic?
yeah,
Very
messenger
good.
magic.
I just need a system.
So there is one thing.
Especially on your profile. There's a lot of messages that come to you every day.
Yeah, there is one. Dear Lord. I think there is a feature on Messenger.com that allows you to see all the unread messages, and if you check those,
And also with the people that we sent friend requests to that we didn't initially send a script to, the ones that
See.
engaged.
yeah, I
And
hear
you
you.
have like thousands of friends.
So can you write it down? We need to write this down, Tina, about the solution, the system she needs. I'm definitely willing to help you to find some solutions for these, because I do recognize, Shanicia, what I need from you is I need you to be very clear and aware and being super paying attention. This is what we're talking about, the broken links. So we've got like sending a friend request, got it. But the broken link here is keeping track of sending them a message after they accept it. So having,
where they came from.
yeah, like I need you to have a written, what are the problems that you're facing? These are the types of things that you want to put in the weekly report form as we go over it. But put it somewhere on Notion, on your phone, on just like put somewhere that what are the problems that you're facing. We want to be farming problems as we are going through our roles and finding out what are the areas we're stuck, what are the challenges we're facing. We need to know what these are so that we can look for solutions. We don't have clarity on the problem that exists, and we get confused, we step back, we don't do it, and then things fall through the cracks. But communication is key here. Writing the problems.
Enoch, they got the messenger matic working again.
I've used it. I don't think it has the
They
features.
said that you can't use it in a beta Chrome if you use beta on
Yeah.
Chrome. Okay. Oh, well, I think it's recent. They fixed it.
Like recent as in the last 2 weeks since we looked at it.
I'm not sure. This lady just.
Yes.
Oh, it says 11/11.
So last year.
No, 11.
We're on 11/1.
This says 11/11/19.
How did you guys create that
2
system?
years, 3 years ago. See, it's old.
Yeah, that is old.
What system?
That you guys created for, what was it called? The premium
Yeah, the premium student
Yeah,
database.
premium student database.
Well, group collector. When you add someone to the group, it automatically sends them to Google Spreadsheet, like what Diana was saying. But then I created a bot that took when there's a new row on the spreadsheet, it sends it to Notion. But we don't have something. We could look for an extension that will add, Mom does Messenger-matic, add new friends to a spreadsheet, because that could potentially work. That could actually work pretty well. But
Create bots.
It's actually fun.
she
It
knows
says
how to do
here
it.
that
It's
is
not.
tags.
It wasn't difficult. You
The
could do it
tags, you can use colors, unlimited tags for a single person, bulk message campaigns, export, import data, message templates, and canned responses.
too. Oh yeah. We should use it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't
Why?
do that. Shanicia, can you look into Messenger-matic? Remember the EL Messenger? Messenger-matic might be a better. It's something we have lifetime access to, so we could test it out, see if that's what we could use for canned responses and tagging people. We could probably tag people with that. What Mom's saying. So Mom probably has a solution. I'll probably fix all of our problems,
Be nice.
except for the friend request thing. I don't know about that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Y'all
This is
don't
good.
get mad at me.
No, look, your questions are some of the most valuable
I'm gonna
things
get
that we
mad
have.
now.
Yeah,
You-
get it out now.
These solutions wouldn't be here if you're not asking your questions.
You said like.
Now I feel good, you can ask now.
Like people like from the.
That's so funny.
Our
What is-
problem was
Things where you get mad at her.
That's not funny. It's
the
means
mental
she's
people were
gonna
commenting, but
bury
we
her
didn't follow up
problems.
with them.
Oh, I'm trying to get them to the group to the channel.
Facebook group.
Okay.
No, to the Facebook group, and then from the Facebook group to the channel.
So Tina answered it. I completely forgot what we were talking about. I was like, why did we start talking about this? I gotta know.
That's good. So in our Facebook group, we want to be posting a lot about our challenge.
And we have a link for that challenge, right?
CallingToCareerChallenge.com.
Okay.
Wow, that was solid. Messenger-matic. I think that would solve our problems. Thanks, Mom. Can you take a screenshot of those features
Wow.
and send it on like headquarters or
You
something?
guys found it?
Yeah, I think so.
Found a solution. Wow, you guys, that was powerful. All your brains coming together. That was
Yeah.
something that had to be automated, which we
Messenger-matic.
need.
Yeah, Messenger-matic.
Anything automated is our answer.
Eliminate, automate, delegate. No sense delegating something we could automate.
There you go.
There's robots.
What one did you want it in?
AY headquarters, please.
Wow, that's exciting. Okay. Any other things we need to address?
This is so hopeful.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy with how things are going. Thanks,
Praise
Diana.
the Lord.
Appreciate
God,
you.
To God be the glory. You
To
guys
God
are doing
be
an
the
amazing
glory.
job.
And you're really keeping us on track and helping to de-escalate intense situations.
I love serving with my brothers and sisters, and how come I feel like I did absolutely nothing?
Because you're working in your gift. You're
I
doing
feel
something.
guilty sitting here.
You're doing something that no one else of us could do.
No, you guys are all good. You guys are great.
I
I love serving with
I
you
couldn't
people.
do what you do, and when I like lead the meetings, like sometimes they don't work out as well. But yeah, I learn things from you. I enjoy this. I'm picking up on what you're doing.
Praise the Lord. Okay, I think it's time for us to close. Anybody else? Last minute thing? Anybody?
Are you gonna eat with us?
2 o'clock.
I don't think I want oatmeal today. I had oatmeal for breakfast, so I think I'll go home and eat.
There's
That's not gonna be hungry.
oatmeal today.
I don't
I
know.
don't
They
think it's
usually is.
oatmeal.
He usually is.
It's Diana.
Is it oatmeal?
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
I don't think so.
At lunchtime,
Okay.
they usually always have an oatmeal or some kind of sugar, floury something. That's usually the lunch one.
Oh, you don't
Breakfast.
like flour?
I have it for breakfast. I don't like that for no. I like vegetables and I love vegetables and I like stuff like that. Spicy.
Do you have allergies or something? Your eyes
No.
are really red.
Oh, that's because I've been up with baby, a lot. I was up early today, early. Okay, so let's go ahead and end in prayer. Thank you, Lord. Sister Shanicia, my princess.
I'm praying for us.
Okay.
Let's pray.
You're on.
Dear Father in heaven, Lord, I thank you for this session that we had, dear God, where we were able to put everything on the table as it pertains to the challenge, the things that we need to get done, who's going to be doing it, dear God. And now I pray that as we get ready to go to work, dear Father, that you will be with us. I pray that you will give us diligence, give us cheerfulness, give us energy, and help us to accomplish all the things that need to be accomplished before the challenge starts, dear God. And I pray that you will be with the people who we're going to be inviting, dear Father. I pray that you will show us where to go and who to reach out to, how to reach out to them so it will be effective and that they can come and join this challenge and their lives will be transformed. I pray that you bless each and every one of us, bless our efforts, dear God, and help us to use our gifts to further your work and your kingdom. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
You're very
I wasn't
welcome.
trying to be insulted, like when you're talking about, but when I have starch for breakfast, I don't like starch for lunch too.
Oh,
It's like too much